Yo, it's your boy Rick Bell, and when I want to hear some real shit, I listen to Conceitednobodi. They keep it 100.
Oh yeah.
Couple of nobodies you should fucking listen to.
I just caught the 40, I might let it bang on them. I might rip my heart, I pour out all my pain on them. I might wanna shine, cop a couple chains on them. I might wanna stun and pull up in that Range Rover. Half a pint of lean, pour up some more.
Just a small town girl.
This is karaoke.
Living in a lonely world. Took the midnight train going anywhere.
I still know the words. Y'all put the lyrics
Just a
up.
city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going everywhere.
If T-Pain could do karaoke, I'm doing karaoke.
Singer in a smoky room. I smell a white cheap perfume. For a smile that can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, yeah. Up and down the boulevard.
I'm screaming.
Of, like when your parents back in the day would go to like jazz renditions
Start
of
wilding out,
like,
right?
of like R&B music and shit.
Streetlights.
Nah, this shit is hot.
People.
You know what's great about this? It's gonna be great live.
Yeah, right? When he brings this shit on the road.
Yeah.
He's gonna be able to tour. The dopest shit. I didn't even know about this. I was hanging. The neighbors put me onto this shit, yo. Hanging out with the neighbors.
The neighbors.
Yeah. We was chilling for St. Patty's Day, right? St. Patty's Day just passed.
Congratulations. You finally get to meet me.
Red1der, what up? I've been known to pass as Irish.
I can see that.
Let me introduce you. And Johantheamerican.
You know what time it is?
Not Johan the Irishman.
Not at all. Friday 69.
Like Black Irish.
There's black Irish out there. They struggling out there in Ireland. They on YouTube talking about how racist
shit.
it is.
Oh, I believe it. We was hanging out, and she was the one that put me on because they musicians and shit. And she was like, "Have you heard the new T-Pain album?" And I thought it was a joke. I thought she was fucking with me. I'm like, the new T-Pain album? What the fuck, T-Pain? I didn't even know T-Pain was doing music. I thought he was just playing video games on Twitch now, being an online entity. And she was like, yeah, he does the classic covers. And I said, no, I got to check this shit out. And sure enough, the name of the album is On Top of the Covers.
Which one is this?
Oh, I don't know this one. Play, you didn't even play the other one. Play number 5. It's only 8 tracks. One of them is just him playing the piano for like 2.5 minutes. It looks like he's just having fun. Because I don't think he makes money off this, right? He got to pay out royalty percentages, all types of shit. Because he's straight taking the songs.
Absolutely.
This is him just riffing.
You're going to be able to do a performance on this. This is like...
on the road, right? You can fuck around.
You see how many instruments he got in the background? That's on purpose.
That's him. Because he's redoing it, right?
But I think the rules is you have to redo it exactly. You can't change anything of the song, and then you can do it. It's called a cover, and then you can't make money off the streams, but you'll make money off the performance, the tour. So look out for the T-Pain tour coming soon.
Yeah, he's gonna be on tour doing all these classics. Player number 5, yeah. I love this shit. He could fucking sing. I knew he was talented because I told her, I was like, yo, he. I know he got famous off auto-tune. He blew up off of that, but he could fucking sing.
He can sing, yeah. You know, he might have negotiated with the artist too. I mean, it is T-Pain.
Most of them
it's
are
not
still
like
alive.
you
Yeah.
doing covers.
Yeah.
You can call him up and be like, yo, I'm trying to do
what's
this
up,
thing.
yo?
What's up? You know what I mean?
Give me a pass. Get a
No,
little,
you're not
little
getting
fee.
a pass.
A little fee.
Yeah,
a little fee.
Yeah. A little 98 too.
This shit is hard though.
I don't want you to leave. Can you hold my hand? Won't you stay with me?
I love this shit, yo.
'Cause you all I need. This ain't love, it's
this is fun that he did that. But there's only really like 4 songs I fuck with heavy. The other songs I can skip.
White people gonna be mad about this one.
They're gonna be mad about the Journey one too.
Oh, the Journey one's gonna have them going, especially when they start playing that instead. But I like Journey's version though.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Journey.
None of these songs replace the originals.
Yeah,
This is just him having fun. I love the original still way more than what he's doing. I just think it's dope that he's doing it.
Tennessee Whiskey's alright though.
This is hard, but you never heard the original, right?
No, I haven't.
So
it's
you
my
should
first
play
listen.
it. Well, all right, if you want to play this and then play the original I think is still better. But he put like a soulful mix on this shit because it's a country record.
I used to spend my nights.
Country records are really just R&B with a different twang. It's all very sad and depressing.
Liquor was the only love.
Look how perfectly it works.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a love letter to liquor.
But you rescued me from
Shit, we drinking whiskey right now.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to Horse Soldier.
And brought me back from being too
I like this T-Pain segment we doing.
This is nice.
Tennessee whiskey. You're a sweet strawberry wine.
I love how country people do renditions of like liquor.
This is fire, yo.
It's
That's how much I
fire.
love you. Look at what you remind me of.
All right, yo, he did a whole song about whiskey. Oh my God, let's see the original now. The original is by Chris Stapleton.
This is a classic. When did this come out? I don't know when this came out, but this is definitely a classic.
Nah, this is kind of hard too though.
Nah, it's the original. Like I said, what T-Pain did was great. I appreciate it, but none of his songs beat the original. I'm surprised you never heard this.
Used to spend my nights out in the ballroom.
Oh, he's singing that motherfucker.
Saying that shit.
This came out in 81.
Oof.
Liquor was the only love I'd known.
Oh no, yeah, he's hitting that.
This is him, yo.
David Allen Cole first recorded it.
But you rescued me from reaching for
So this is even a cover.
and brought me back, being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey.
I love
So this version of it went diamond.
Oh, this is the one everybody knows now.
Yeah, let's hit it. Let's see if we can get David Allen Cole's.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy.
Hey, yo, you know, like country music, we sound like church music to me.
Yeah, right? If this was all like a cappella, I could see him being in the church.
All the time.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I've looked for love in all the same old
Yo, YouTube is
places.
definitely blocking this.
Fuck you
You
too.
guys are crazy. too,
This
though.
one's I give it
You know
to
what I
him.
mean? This I like the background singers and shit. It's real good
It's probably
drum
his
shit.
shit. He probably doubled up on it.
Chris even put some sauce on it.
Yeah.
And T-Pain just
T-Pain just finessed it.
brought it alive. Because I would never have heard this. He brought it to
The
existence
other
to
one
me.
too, The Change Gonna Come, he killed that shit.
Oh, yeah. Sam Cooke shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying about the neighbors?
Oh, so they played a dope game, right? Because he's a producer. So he was telling me a story that he worked with Pusha T one time. He had like a session, like a 3-day session. They booked it. They booked the studio for 3 days. I forgot the name of the studio.
Push.
And he said it was a Kanye session. And he was glad that Kanye never showed up. That he had to deal with him. But he said it was from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. for 3 days in a row. Like they were just in the studio working. And that was during the Lamborghini Mercy era. What was that shit? What song was that? He
Lamborghini
recorded.
Mercy.
Yeah. He recorded Pusha T's verse in the studio for that song. So it was that era. I said, God damn, that's fire.
Yeah, you know, artists really work hard. Let me
Yo,
tell you,
that's-
when you have to deal with up and coming artists, they don't realize the amount of work. And once they start to get a little taste of it,
When
they be
they
like,
hear
yo,
it,
hold up.
yeah.
Hold up. Oh, what's that static?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Coming from us.
Oh, that's one of my mic. That's my mic done. Pardon
There
me.
you go.
Hold it a little bit.
You know, we've been having to get a new cable.
Yeah, shit.
But we'll get one eventually.
There we go. All right, we good.
All right,
I
yeah.
won't touch it.
So, yo,
Pardon
it's
me.
a lot of work, son. 3 days,
Yeah, fuck yeah, yo.
10 to 2 a.m.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
It's a lot of work.
Not 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. 10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
And, you know, that's probably like $200-$300
It's
an
only
hour.
an 8-hour break in between, so they taking naps in between and they showering and shit.
So your whole day is studio. You go to bed, you wake
He
up
got
next
booked.
day.
Yeah, he said he got booked 3
studio.
days in a row, and he was with them. He was like, I never worked like that ever again. Like he said, he never worked with an artist like that. Like he was all business, super professional, super nice. His manager was the biggest human being he ever saw, the sweetest guy.
For those of you that don't know, Pusha T, also known as the Drake Killer. Matter of fact, there's only
If
one,
you know, you
one
know.
Pusha T song I ever really want
With
to
the
play.
Lamborghini Mercy. Now I want to hear that shit.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
But before we play
You
that,
just love playing the diss record.
yo, I think it's slowly climbing up to the greatest diss record of all time.
The
for me.
greatest? No,
Yes,
I don't think
I'm gonna
it's
tell
talked
you.
about
I'm gonna
enough.
tell you why I think it's the greatest. Because Pusha T, Drake is a mega star. Not
They slowed him down.
not a superstar.
Yeah, he's up
mega
there.
star.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's
Shining star.
He's on Mount
the
Rushmore.
generation,
You know what I'm saying?
generational
generation
talent
type shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like way beyond what anything we've ever seen before, right? And this shit, full stop.
This shit was fire, yo.
If
Full
you
stop.
know,
Drake
you
has
know.
never
Easy
recovered
money.
from this diss track.
money. I love
This
that.
ended the reign. One
It's
song
about to be a surgical summer.
ended his reign. And I said
Chop
it
the
too.
tops off the
You like,
coops.
nah. He gonna bounce back like, nah.
He bounced back.
Cuatro
At this
cinco
point,
ochenta
it was
y ocho.
it was longer than expected, but he bounced back.
No, he didn't.
Bro.
Not from the
What he's
Drake
doing
part.
now, I still haven't stopped listening to Her Loss. I think it's still fire. And then he's gonna put out another project. He did the dance record. I mean,
Her Loss came out a long time ago, though.
Her Loss came out 3 months ago.
Oh, that's 3 months ago? No, I'm talking to my son. No. My bad.
I was just
But I don't think, you know, his recent projects, I like the music.
no, he's one of my favorite rappers. I'm glad I got to see him live.
I'm a fan. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that to say
super
that
fan.
it's, you know, when I first listened to it, it wasn't what
like
it
I
wasn't
was hyped that he got to work with him. I thought that was fire.
it wasn't the Take Care Drake for me.
Mhm.
It wasn't the what's the other one with the baby on the front?
I don't remember. Where he's in the
But-
clouds and shit.
Yeah.
I forgot that one.
That album, when those two dropped, son, front to back. Not to say that this wasn't good. It was good. You know, it was typical Drake. But I think
No, that Push definitely put a fucking halt to it. But after that was fucking 6 years ago already.
and it hasn't recovered.
Years ago.
I haven't really heard anything really to be like, yo, Drake is back. And he's been looking. He's doing fucking
doing
interviews
all types
with
of shit.
Lil Yachty now.
Yeah, that was
son.
weird. Yeah.
Come on, dog. He's pivoting.
I feel like he's doing that for fun.
Pivot.
Yeah.
Because what I'm doing is not working. Like her loss. What you want? Let me give you an mercy, right?
Yeah.
Her loss didn't do the numbers that they thought it was gonna do.
Let's just talk over music the whole episode.
This episode will make us no money. None. That's it.
This is the sample episode. This is the on the covers episode.
This is volunteer work.
Push.
Yo, he
Oh, wait, hold on. So we was playing this he fucking came up with a dope game that he had. That he would take. He had a playlist of original songs, and then the songs that sampled it. So we will play a game. He set it up on the YouTube. He already had the playlist set up. He will play an original record and then play the song that sampled it. And the game was guess the song that sampled it. So he had like old school like Wu-Tang records that sampled like classic jazz records. He did the Biggie joints that sampled classic R&B records. And it was pro tip, if you have people over, that's a dope party game.
Yo,
if you're familiar, he said he's a cheat code because he's a producer, so he fucks with music all day. And so he had like a list of 60 songs already. So he's been playing this game for a long time. Yeah, I'm trying to fix it.
You know who's really good with that? Alex.
I was good with that. He
You
started
good?
playing the game, I was knocking him out. Takeover, Jay-Z, Biggie, Criminal, fucking whatever. Give me the loop. Kanye West. I wouldn't know some of the songs I wouldn't know, but I would be like, this sound like Kanye West pulled from this. And he would like nod his head.
Yo, Alex was a loop king back
I
in the
believe
day.
that. But
Yo,
he was producing.
He was producing.
That's what I'm saying. Like he got the ear to that shit.
Son, he would take like
Damn,
a
they played-
a snippet.
They played Push's verse already, right? We just talked over that, whatever.
They played it. He would play like
He would catch it, right?
a snippet, son.
He had the song that Wu-Tang sampled where it was just, yes, man. He had the whole record and it was just a 1 second loop that they pulled from that song. And they just looped that shit over and over again. I was like, damn, you're good,
it was always amazing to see him do it. Like,
Yeah.
and like just
That's a talent.
producers take
that's
a little
That's
snippet
a talent and a skill. Yeah.
and they just blow it up from there and be like, yo,
Yeah.
this is a whole
And
nother
they,
track.
They turn it into something else. Yeah.
Yo, he has a hard drive that I've been dying for him to hand
I should tell
over.
my neighbors, I want your hard drive. Yeah, I want all your shit.
Son, he has. You know who else too?
Hmm.
What's his name? Pharaoh. Pharaoh played me a hard drive
Yeah?
in his era when he was with Bad Boy.
Oh, I could imagine.
Son, I almost cried.
Yeah, he had them shit. He had
Bro.
the original shits.
Cried. Not the shit that we heard.
No, I could imagine.
Shit that never
like,
came out.
behind
I was
the
like,
scenes
what?
shit, just quick little ad-libs probably,
Oh
just
my
riffing.
God.
Motherfucking clips of
Bangers, son.
I believe him.
Bangers. Shit he could never release. He'd be like, yo, he's like,
Look what I had. Look what I had in
humble.
the
We was in the
pocket.
studio one time. He's like, yo, let me show you something. It's gonna blow your mind.
Oh shit.
Yo, he plays it on. He's like, this is my Bad Boy era. He was trying to have some of, because he says they're all in they're in another format. They're not digital. So, so he's been trying to get them transferred. They're in like some old, like producers used to use like this old like cable type. Yeah, check the levels. Make sure you're coming in.
No, I think I'm good.
You good?
Cheer.
Producers used to use like this old like format and trying to get them converted. But yo, he played it crazy. Shout out to that though.
No, yeah, it was a good.
So who won?
It was a fun. No, it was. We wasn't keeping score. We was just like, yo, you know this song? Like, who did this? Lupe, Jay-Z, shit like that. Maxwell. It was fun. It was a cool game to play. If who doesn't love music?
The West Coast beats is tough for me.
If you got the homework, yeah, he pulled some of the jazz records that Dr. Dre pulled
Yeah,
from and shit.
yeah.
Those R&B classics, a lot of those disco songs.
records,
Yeah,
Disco is really big for Dre.
yeah. Hell yeah, he
makes
pulled a
sense.
lot from them.
And then, I like how some of the young people these days are like mixing some of the
They
records
pulling
from
this shit from the 90s. Yeah, a lot of Diddy shit, the Jermaine Dupri shit. It's like the 90s era of music. It's fun.
It is fun. It's fun to watch.
I'm not mad at it. A lot of people complaining.
You guys were drinking Jameson for St. Patty's Day?
We were drinking a whiskey called Arcane with like an owl on it. Really
Okay.
good.
Really good?
Really smooth.
Okay.
So that was nice. Yeah, it was a good time hanging out. They just texted us. They're like, yo, we hanging out. You want to come over for some drinks? It was cool. Early night too, from like 8 to 10:30. I had to work the next day. So
Did
I
you
was
watch
like,
the parade?
no.
I didn't see the 69th in it. Maybe I might have missed it, but
Well, they opened it up. They usually open it up.
Oh.
Usually the first one's out.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Right, yeah.
You forgot.
I just never knew where we were in positioning to everything else.
We were the first ones.
We were the first ones on the on the
Yeah,
thing.
we start the parade.
Really?
Yeah, every time.
Okay.
That's why we started at the church. The
I
church
do remember
starts
us
it off.
stepping off.
Yeah,
but I didn't realize that we're the beginning of the
we're
parade.
opening up the parade. Nobody
Oh.
walks in front of us. The only people in front of us are the cops and the Greyhounds. Those big ass Irish, the Scottish Greyhounds, whatever the fuck them shits
You
were.
was an alpha.
Oh, so we was in front of you. But
Yeah.
nobody was in front of Alpha.
Yeah. I never really saw the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Delta, so I'm way in the
Yeah,
back.
so you behind. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you still,
I'm still part of the
company
unit,
opens up the
but
parade. Yeah.
I see it and I'm like, maybe, something. I always used to think maybe there's somebody ahead of us.
No,
You know what I mean?
We
I
were
know
the first ones. We opened that shit up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss that sometimes.
It's a cool thought to have.
It's a
I don't
cool
miss it.
experience. You don't miss it?
I don't miss waking up at 4 o'clock to be
It
at
was
the
like a free
armory.
day though, and you got paid
It was
for
a free day. We got paid and we got to drink.
Yo,
Fun
yeah.
times.
Fun times.
I don't want to relive that.
No, I don't want to relive it. No.
Anytime I miss something, it's usually like I want to relive it. I'm like, damn, I wish I could have a second shot of that first time feeling.
I would take a second shot my first St. Patty's Day.
Oh,
That
I could
was-
imagine.
That was a
You
thing.
spoke about that, yeah.
Yo,
With
you
the
know,
speech and everything.
I thought about like, sometimes like you think about not doing the fraternities and shit, but man, the Army was such a fucking
That's a fraternity in itself.
and the parties like it doesn't even compare.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Wow.
When you start hitting, like
yeah, because work hard, play hard. So
Yeah,
the same amount of work you putting in, you putting into partying.
with money,
Yeah.
that was the big difference with us. I feel like in our early 20s, where people were partying in colleges, but they were struggling to buy like beer, and people were ending up and getting drunk on bullshit.
Yeah.
And we was partying in clubs and spending thousands.
Yeah, early.
Like Army stayed with money in your pocket, and you partied in other places. Everywhere you went, it was an extravaganza.
Yeah, once somebody
bottles.
knew you was a soldier or a veteran,
Oh,
you
it
was
was
drinking
going
free
down.
damn near.
Good times.
Oh, what?
Every
You
time-
what? You what? You get this guy around.
Every time St. Patty's Day comes around, I always like think about the unit. Like,
What you did this year? You ain't doing that?
this year actually, my boy was having he had a little party. He had a party at a hotel that has like a lounge. And we all got together.
Oh, that's cool.
It was cool. Actually, this is one of my notes, and it was cool. It was a good environment. I think I've been there before. It's like one of those places like if you don't bring people, it's empty. You know what I mean? So it's like if you wanted to do something there, easy because it was like
Make it happen.
it's very obscure. It's right next to the precinct. You know what I mean? So it makes it even more
all
scary. You know what I mean? So first thing I asked him when I got there, I was like, "Yo, you're not driving home, right?"
Yeah.
And I took an Uber. I'm like, I didn't even want to play.
I'm not getting
game.
pulled over for
Uber was
shit.
like $20 because it's
Well
right
worth
next to
it.
the precinct.
Well worth it.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm
You
good.
better than me. I might not even attend that party.
Oh, because it's so close to the precinct.
I don't
Well, I'm
like
not
that
breaking
shit.
no laws.
No,
you
but
know what I
still.
mean? It's-
You don't know who around you isn't.
Yeah, that's true too. I didn't stay that long. I mean, let me
Alright,
tell
smart.
you. So I get there. You know what I mean? It was chill. I really do miss and thinking about. First of all, last year I traveled a lot for work, and I had a chance to party down south a lot, and I love partying in an environment where everybody's like super black. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like there's a certain kind of energy that's in the room. This wasn't one of those type things. And no knock on it, but it just made me think about that because like we went to a
You
jazz,
missed that.
Yeah,
You want that. Yeah. You
Bro,
want
we
that
went to a
feeling.
jazz club in the South. It was an older crowd, but everybody. It wasn't just black people there. It was black and Hispanics there. But I feel like black and Hispanics in the South are like one.
They're more united.
Yeah, for sure. Like
I believe that.
if you see Hispanics or whether it be white Latinos or native Latinos or black Latinos, when they're in the black clubs, right? Because usually in the South it's very like black or white. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, there's not a lot of. You feel me?
I'm more comfortable in the black clubs.
Right. So it's a different kind of environment. So
Remember when
it
we
made
went
me
to
think
that
about
club? What was that? Virginia, Myrtle Beach. Went to that club and that shit turned into like a fucking concert. Yo, that shit was fucking.
Was that Myrtle Beach? Yo, Myrtle Beach is a blur. I remember finding $80 in the ATM.
Yeah, the swag surfing shit, yo. The whole fucking club was
Oh,
doing
yeah.
that shit, yo.
Yo, you know what I do
turned
remember
around.
that?
I said, yo, where the fuck you at?
Nah.
You was in the back doing that shit. I said, ah.
Yo, it should look crazy. Remember we showed up and we weren't overdressed. We were dressed properly for the club, but everybody, all the dudes were severely underdressed.
They were like in shorts and tank tops.
flip flops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I
the
was
women were dressed up.
In the club, yeah, because it was a club.
It was a club.
Yeah.
So the women were dressed up, but all the dudes.
I just had I had something simple like a polo and some slacks,
Yeah,
like
it
some
was-
light shit.
It was some club shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you was in New York, you went to the club, you was going to the club looking like you was
Yeah.
going to the club. You know what I mean? I remember that night, it was just like, yo.
Motherfuckers had fucking cargo shorts and tank
crazy.
tops with hat. I was like, nah, I'm not.
Look crazy. And we was getting most of the attention that night because of
Yeah.
that reason. Because we were the only ones that
stood
were
out.
dressed for the
Yeah.
occasion. Like, oh, you guys. I mean, it was a club full of dudes that looked like they just came back from the
From
fucking
the beach and shit.
from the beach or the rec park,
Yeah.
the recreation shit or some shit like that. I felt like, yo, are we in the right spot? Like, what you got on right now, my nigga? You look crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to them.
Yeah, you know.
I was like, that's it. I was
Yeah,
like,
that was a good time.
that was fun.
That was a good time. But it wasn't that. You know, it was chill. You know, my mans was there, so I lamped with them.
Yeah.
And some of these folks I haven't seen for years, right? Some of his family members was there, and it was like, oh shit, because I've known them since I was like small kids. So, so we chilled for a bit, and then it just you been to one, you been to a mall type shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I surveyed the
He was
room.
like, all right, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready to go home. Like you said, you didn't stay too long.
Right. You get white boy wasted, and I'm just like, yo, it's time for me to go.
That's old. White boy wasted. I
Yeah,
did
he
that
getting fucked up.
after
But he
25. I gave that shit up.
He got a room in the hotel. So
Okay,
he was
smart.
just like, yo, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here
smart.
for the night. And he's like, I'm walking out, and he's got some people coming in, and he's talking about IDs and shit. I'm just like, man,
Whoa.
why you even worry about? It's
yeah.
time for me to go.
That's weird.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm
Somebody
not in the age
underage is
group.
drinking.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
out. I don't want to be in that situation. Like you said,
I'm
you're
out.
not doing nothing wrong, but now you at a party with kids getting drunk.
Fuck
that.
I'm out.
Where's it
The
at?
fact that you even
Fuck
have
outta here,
somebody
yo.
with ID means they're too young. We're all in our 30s right now.
Yeah,
you know
there's
what I
not
mean?
these problems I want to avoid.
So he's like, "Yo, where you going?" I'm like, "My cab is coming." He's
I'm
like,
ready
"You
to go.
leaving?" I'm
Yep.
like, "Yep."
They coming to get me.
Unapologetic about it too. Like, I love you. I'm glad you're not driving.
Yo, my
tonight.
cab is outside. Peace out.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the intro, outro.
I didn't even ask him about the whole ID shit. I was just looking over there like,
Like, nah, I'm
nah.
out.
I didn't even make eye contact.
I
with
don't gotta
people.
do this. I already
You're not
figured it out.
saying you seen me tonight. You know what I mean?
My alibi got me somewhere else.
The whole time I'm looking at the floor like, yo, I'ma holler at you. It's time to go, B. All right, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? So I came back to the spot. I hit pregame. I always hit pregame. As my stop before stop type shit. So I hit pregame and I'm like, yo,
Perfect local bar.
right? I'm like, yo, they have this drink called it was a Blue Moon and Jameson.
Oof.
It was a St. Patty's drink. So I'm like, yo, everybody,
Mixed in a cup,
in a white cup,
So
like
how-
a little St. Patty's cup.
like 2/3 Blue Moon, 1/3 of JMO.
I think so, yeah.
All right, damn.
Yeah. So yeah, it sounds about right. 2/3 Blue Moon and 1/3 JMO, right? So I'm like, all right,
That's gonna get you fucked up, bro.
listen, I have 2 drinks at the other spot. Look, something light, nothing crazy, Jack and Coke. You know what I mean? Just kept it simple. So, and I'm not driving, so I'm like, all right, I'll have one. Let me get some water. I have one drink. Boy, I took a sip of that motherfucker and was like, yo, this is not an end of your night drink. This is a beginning of the night drink.
Yeah. That's just fucking how you leaning.
Yo, every sip I got drunker and drunker. I didn't even finish.
That was like Incredible Hulk punches, yo.
Son,
Like,
at some point, I put both hands on the table and was just like, you know what? I've had enough.
as you tapping out.
I'm tapping out. I said it to
That's
myself
it.
too. Like, I'm tapping out. I'm
Enough,
tapping out.
enough.
It's time to go. It's
That's
time to
funny.
go. You know what I mean? The owner's laughing at me. He's like, yo, where you going? I'm like,
I thought you was
listen.
Black Irish.
Nah.
You can handle that.
He's talking about, son. He's talking about, he went to, let me tell you his story.
Oh shit. Story time.
Yo, his daughter, him and his daughter were gonna go to a J. Cole concert. They're really cool with J. Cole,
Okay.
right? So he had like tickets backstage, like
Oh shit.
tickets. And it was one of those concerts that I think he said Hov showed up. It was like when J. Cole was just just started his run on one of his big albums.
Okay,
like 3,
okay.
4 years ago, right?
Years ago.
So the moms was like, nah, you can't go because they're gonna be drinking. Woo, woo, woo. I was like, yo, if I was your daughter, I'd still be mad about that to this day.
Wait, who can't go? The
mom said
daughter?
that to the daughter.
The mom told the daughter she couldn't go to the concert
because she was gonna go with her dad, but he was like, yo,
because
I'll
your
take
dad's
her
gonna be around people drinking.
and shit like that. She said like, it
Nah,
wasn't
that's
gonna be
beef.
safe. Yo, to this day.
That's beef.
So no, boom. So he starts it off like
To
that.
this day, yeah, for real. Oh shit.
Started like he said, yo, I get there, and he was like, yo, he runs into everybody. Like I said, Hov was there.
Of course, you
Cole
backstage.
was there.
Everybody's
He's
running through the backstage.
So they had like these. They had a lounge that was unlimited Dulce.
Wow.
All the Dulce you could drink. Right. It was part of his like package. So he said initially they were doing like little 8-ounce cups, but then somebody had like a big goat cup, like a 24-ounce.
Oh, people walk around their own shit.
No, he said it was 64 ounce. It was
Some
they got a
fucking
picture.
7-Eleven shits.
Yeah, right. So he said, yo, he snatched one from a dude that he know, washed it out, and then filled that up with Dulce and cranberry.
Oh my
They give you a
God.
mixture with like lemon, with like a lemon and shake.
This is a wild story he's telling you, yo.
Yo, it was a story about how his liver is ironclad.
Oh
Yo, he said he had 16 of them.
no,
That's
now
what I
you're making
said.
shit up.
No, that's why I said the same thing to him. I'm like, yo, I had to have seen that. There's no way you had 16.
That don't even sound feasible. Like if you're drinking water, you're not having 16 of those.
Bro.
He's grossly exaggerating for the sake of the story.
He showed me a picture of the cup. It was a very big cup.
I could believe he had 2 or 3
You know what
of
I'm
them.
saying? And we're having this conversation while he's throwing back the Blue Moon Jamesons. So he's already had a good portion of those.
And he's been there drinking that shit probably all night.
all day. He owns the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's going ham.
The dudes he was talking
That's
to,
his drink of choice.
they started a conversation by saying, yo, how many stomachs do you have? And he's like, funny story. Let me tell you a story about, you know what I mean?
60. How you even count that high if you drink it that much?
He drove home.
No way. He must have the Wolverine mutant power, yo. He just fucking fast healing. That he never gets drunk.
Son, he said
He wasn't tipsy or nothing at the bar. You didn't see him like a little disoriented.
go home 2 hours. I've never seen him drunk personally.
He's always drinking.
He's always drinking. You haven't seen him drunk?
That's one of those
No.
functioning drunks.
Yeah, and these dudes, they drink.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And you don't know what the mixture of cranberry to Douce was because he wasn't self-pouring. They had bartenders there.
Oh. And the bartender filled it up.
Bartender filled it up. Yeah. So they might have because a lot
That's
of times
still a lot, bro. Even if it's 80% cranberry, that's still a
That's a
lot.
lot.
16 of those?
That's what I said. I said I don't believe it, but he was like, yeah.
How long? In like
it's
3-4
all day.
hours?
It's all day.
No, but how long is the concert? He's only there for the concert.
Yeah, but it was like other event stuff. You know, he said he was there
it was
for
like a
minute.
big deal?
Yeah, yeah. Because he was backstage with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't just the concert. They had their own backstage thing with the
okay.
artists. They was hanging out, chilling. They was partying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then they left there and went to other places, but this package went with them. However it's situated,
Oh shit.
he always had access to this Douce.
Douce was always
Yeah.
available.
And he just kept on refilling. Look. Said he had to keep going upstairs,
That
downstairs.
sounds like I would throw it by like the 3rd cup. I wouldn't
Oh.
even get to the 3rd cup.
Bro, next time we over there, I'll introduce
I couldn't
you.
even drink 64 ounces of Bacardi and Coke.
Son. For him to have that many, 16, I said I don't believe it.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Multiple 64 times 16.
That's
How many
like-
ounces is that?
Like what, 10 gallons?
That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense, yo. It don't make sense. Even if he's drinking water, that's too much.
That's too much.
It's a great story. Sometimes you got to know when to exaggerate and when to like pull back. If he would have said 8, it would have been like,
No,
oh
it was
my
definitely
God.
bigger than. What are the big gold cups?
Like 32. I think it's 32.
Maybe it was 32 then.
But even that, son.
Yo.
The 64 ounce, I think I seen in like 7-Eleven. Those stupid, retarded fucking.
He didn't send me the picture. But next time,
That's a wild story.
it is a wild story. But
I
low-key
believe the
him, though.
combo. I believe the combination and the cup size. But the
'Cause,
amount sounds ridiculous.
At those places, I've seen it. I think it happened when we went to Douce. It was like a premix.
The Douce Palooza?
Yeah. Remember
Yeah.
it was like a premix where they gave you
They
the
had a
drink?
special, yeah.
So it was probably something like that because it kind of
Yeah,
reminded me of that.
But that was the cups they had were like the 16-ounce cups we were getting.
Right. So he got something bigger.
He had something double
Probably a
or
32. Probably a 32.
that he had his own.
And
but
he had
16.
16.
No way.
How many
man.
did we have that day?
I wasn't drinking that much.
You wasn't drinking
We
that
was outside, so the incense was flowing.
And then they weren't that strong too, though.
Nah, that's why. I think I had a Bacardi and Coke, and I think I bought my wife a couple mixes because we had the drink package.
Yeah.
I think I had like 10 drink tickets
So maybe you could have.
because I wasn't even drinking that much.
I don't know. Because when you said it, I was like, I don't believe that. How could you even drink that much?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the man can drink. That's the moral of the story
Apparently.
is the man's got
Height and weight,
another level.
height and weight on the bartender, on the owner.
He's maybe 5'11", 6 foot, maybe 240, 250.
Oh my god! I'm picturing like a 6'5" behemoth drinking that much fucking
But he's
alcohol,
a
yo.
drinker. I mean, he's from the islands.
That is you can condition your body to absorb almost anything at some point. It's just how long can it take
These
you
guys,
for?
I've seen him personally myself.
He
like,
might have the mutant gene, bro. He might have that healing factor that he don't get hurt. That the shit don't affect him like that.
I was
His
like,
body
chill
burns
out.
through it way faster than the average human.
I had 2 sips of that fucking Blue Moon shit.
He was ready to pass out.
That's it. I'm putting both. Like, yo, that's it.
Take me home.
It's time to go.
Who's ready to take me home?
Right?
He's making announcements.
Whose lucky night is it? You know what I mean? I went home to my partner's house, threw on my sleeping mask.
He called it a wrap.
All of it around. Yo, I got the VA sent me another sleep mask
What is that? Like a Bane mask?
for the CPAP.
I don't know what that is.
You know what sleep apnea?
No.
Let me show you.
What's that, sleep apnea shit?
CPAP is this thing you put on your nose and it helps you breathe during
Oh.
the nighttime.
Oh, you be congested like a motherfucker with that then, right? Well, it helps relieve congestion.
Well, yeah, it like forces air into your nose.
What's that shit called? Not sleep apnea, when you could fucking die from sleeping because you snoring so much.
Sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is the loss
condition. Yeah, there's another word. Fuck, man. Somebody had that shit too in the unit, yo. He was snoring and it sounded like he was choking on his own like fucking saliva.
Oh my God.
I forgot what
Sleep
that shit's
apnea
called.
is a common disorder that causes your breathing to stop or get very shallow. Breathing pauses can last from a few seconds to minutes. They may occur 30 times or more an hour.
Yeah, he definitely had that shit.
Right. But, you know, even at a smaller scale, if you're overweight, you probably have sleep apnea.
Yeah, he was fat.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you're high on the BMI, you probably have sleep apnea. Even if, like, you start breathing for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, not getting enough oxygen during the night can increase your chances of, like, stroke and heart attack and shit.
Man.
You know what I mean? So, I have...
Wait, so you walk around with that shit on you? That you brought it to your partner's house? Or you have it over
I want to
there?
get a good night's sleep. You know what I mean? I got to, like, grab it.
You put it
and,
in
like,
your backpack?
Yes,
I need
my
this.
overnight bag.
It's part of your overnight?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you pack my little sleep apnea shit. You pour water into it, and
Yeah,
you put it on
filters the
top of
air
your
and shit.
nose. Yeah, it gets you...
Oh, that's like some real Bane shit.
Son!
You could talk with it?
At first, I wasn't
say
able to
the
keep it on. No, you
darkness
can't.
is
You
your
can't
ally.
talk with it because it covers my mouth and my nose. So and like when you, it's
Like
blowing air
hyperbolic
in.
time chamber type shit?
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
it's blowing air in. So like when you try to put too much air against it, is
It'll
resistance.
force
there.
it back, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's weird.
So it is weird at first because there's a certain pressure of air
It's
being
breathing
blown.
for you.
Basically, it's like a rebreathing.
Isn't that bad though?
No, because it's not like you're still breathing. You still have to do the motion, but it's just giving you a little extra oomph. So at night, when you normally would have
Yeah.
stop breathing for a second or two, it's making sure that you're getting that in.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? But
Man,
yo,
I'm glad the VA fucking provides that shit, yo.
son, talk to your VA doctor.
I'm good. I don't deal with that shit.
You gotta get to study. You don't know if you're good. I tell you,
I think I'm good.
most people have sleep apnea and they just don't realize.
Mm.
If you ever sleep 7-8 hours and you still wake up tired, wake up in the morning with headaches,
You didn't get that deep sleep.
you don't get that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not getting that deep sleep. Facts. You know what I mean? So
Calm app helps me with that.
most
Puts me in a
people,
deep slumber.
and it's expensive to get outside. Like
I believe it. That sounds like a legit contraption, yo.
Yo,
That
it
sounds like a
is.
heavy dude. That sounds like a $300 device or
It's
some
like
shit.
wireless and shit. It has an
Oh,
app.
you got Bluetooth? Oh my God, yeah, hell yeah, 300. I'm clocking it at from
You know
what
what
you
I mean?
describing.
It has an app. So
If
I
you don't
can
got the VA helping you out, you paying 300.
monitor my
Your
sleep and
copay,
shit.
your copay with insurance might be $100.
And you know, I don't snore like that. You know what I mean? Unless I'm sleeping really bad.
Nah, I've heard you snore, bro.
Listen,
No, but good, yo, shit. That's
But,
dope. Yo,
I mean,
whatever helps, man.
I'm definitely having events though, because it scores my events at night, and I'll be having like one.
What's the event?
Where I stop breathing.
Oh, really? It'll
Yeah.
it'll clock it. It'll
clock
monitor
it,
that.
yeah. It clocks when you stop
Holy
breathing.
shit!
So 2.5 times per hour for like the 6-hour period, I stop breathing.
2.5 times an hour.
Yeah.
For how long?
For the 6-hour period, because at some point during the night,
For how
I take
long
it
during
off.
those 2.5? Like a couple seconds? Like you
Oh,
stop
it
breathing?
doesn't tell you. It
That's
doesn't get that.
weird. Damn, that's crazy.
It just tells you you had an event. Something happened, you know, where it had to like thing. But those mornings where I use it, I wake up so like
Great.
refreshed. Like, oh man,
Oh,
I got
that's
some
awesome.
sleep.
Yeah,
It was
it's
good.
hyperbolic time chamber shit, yo. 8 hours passed. You wake up the next minute. Oh, I feel amazing.
A lot of people aren't getting good sleep. You'd be surprised. If you can get tested, because they do a sleep test to see if you
I
have
can go to the
sleep apnea.
VA and ask them, like, yo, I want to get a sleep test.
I want to do a sleep test. Absolutely. Go ask. You already have service connection, so you
Yeah, fuck that. I'm going.
Go
I'm
ask.
gonna use the VA more.
Because-
I don't use that shit as much as I should.
bro. I use them exclusively only because they treat me really well when I go there. And not to say that like, oh, it's the red carpet, but my private doctor is very like
They be
standoffish.
rude, yo.
They be rude.
Yeah.
Word. Exactly.
They just come off like rude, yo. And I'm like,
Like
yo,
they-
I'm here for my health. Like, I need some compassion in this moment, yo.
the VA is very like, you're the veteran. You know what I mean? Very like, oh, we're here to take care of you.
Well, they
We're here
come
for
from
you.
the same place. I'm sure all of them are veterans too.
A lot of them are. Yeah. You run into some that are not, but a lot of them are.
Mhm.
And you
So
can
they know.
you can supplement your,
They relate.
like you can give the VA your private insurance and just use them full time.
Oh yeah, they'll take regular
they'll-
insurance too on top of the VA shit.
and they'll bill your
Oh,
your provider.
fire. Oh, yeah, I'm going to the VA then. Fuck that.
And they're close.
I haven't been utilizing it as much as I should
You
have.
can just walk in, set your appointments. You're not negotiating appointments with the general public. It's just for veterans. You know what I mean? Like, yo, when you want to come
right.
in? You know what I mean? I do my labs. Usually the blood work is done on the premises. So I can go to my appointment and go walk from my appointment to my labs.
I'm going to look into that.
My private doctor, they want me to go to another facility. Like, fuck out of here, bro. I just took a day off to get a physical. Why are you sending me? I have to take another day off now to go to another spot to get my labs done. You don't have a phlebotomist on the fucking place? Like, yo, fuck out of here. VA is just.
Yeah, I'm going to fuck with the VA more.
You know what I mean?
I underutilize them.
Facts. And they're in every state. Everywhere you go, there's a VA hospital. No matter where you are, you ain't got to worry about, yo, my provider in network, out network. Man, fuck all that.
Don't matter,
Just
right?
Take me to the VA. you know what I mean?
Smart. Yeah,
Yo,
I
you
should
go
fucking
down,
look into that.
Take me to the VA, all right?
Yeah.
The VA.
I don't feel good.
The VA.
Something Don't take me nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Fuck the hospital.
I see Mercy. No, Mercy.
No, not here. It's not where I want to go.
no.
Take me to the VA.
I need the VA.
Even in a case of an emergency, I could go to the VA and they'll treat me.
Yeah, they have emergency rooms.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Now the emergency room now,
Different scenario.
I mean, it's.
Oh, not as what? Not as
I'm not saying it's not good. It's just depending on what the emergency is. Like there's trauma hospitals. Like the VA. When my sister goes to med school, the hospital that her school's associated with is a trauma hospital. It's and there's a VA hospital next to it, right? So if I get shot, I want to go to the
serious
trauma
wound.
hospital.
Yeah.
There's the cancer place in the city. What's that place called?
Which one? You're Presbyterian?
No, is it? It's a cancer
On the east side?
Sloan Cancer Research.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a Sloan Memorial. All right, yeah, Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City. They have like Sloan Memorial. They're a big cancer facility. They do a lot of research there. So like certain places, I'd be like, yo, depending on what I got,
Go to the specialist.
right?
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
So for the ER and the VA is not as highly funded as, let's say, a Long Island Jewish.
Okay, yeah.
So they might not have the latest and greatest tech for the ER like that. But for regular preventative
checkups
care,
and shit. Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
All right.
Perfect for that. If I just got shot,
I like
take me
having
to the
this
trauma center.
conversation. You just help me out
You know
in
what I mean?
future endeavors.
Take me to the trauma center. I want the best you got.
Yeah.
I'm not taking no
Hook me
chances with no VA doctors now.
Oh, shit.
Give me the best. I need the best. The Harvard graduates. Take me to the big
The only
hospital.
wild shit the VA. Well, when I was in the army, the wildest shit they tried to do was my wisdom teeth. I got 3 of my wisdom teeth pulled out on my own, right, privately. Because one of them was bothering me. The doctor was like, we could yank all of them out in one shot. He didn't take out the last one because where it was at on my top left, I guess I can't say that's not the jaw, but my top left wisdom tooth is so high up in like the jawline, it fucks with the navel cavity. He said, he showed me the x-ray. And he was like, if this doesn't cause you pain, we're not touching it. Because there's no reason for us to dig in to get it out because it's so deep. The way I was born, I don't know, it's fucked up. So when I was in the army and they make you do everything, right? They do like the full physical every year. That first year, they do the x-ray on my teeth and they say, oh, you have a wisdom tooth up there. It's in an awkward position. We're going to take it out. And I said, no, you're not. You're not going to have these trainee, assistant, dental, medical. They're not even professionals digging in my skull for this tooth that my doctor already said, we're not touching it if I'm not in pain. I'm not in pain. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not putting, because I understand why they want to take it out because it becomes a risk factor if you ever go in country. But I said, I'm not in pain. We're not going nowhere no time soon. You're not touching that shit, yo. That was the only time I refused any type of order in the army, yo. Cause I was like, yo, unless y'all not doing this shit, I'm not gonna be a guinea pig with this shit, yo.
Yo, I declined the wisdom tooth pulling from Primo too, like, cause they was butchers, man.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Motherfucker was coming out there like they had surgery or some shit, like
Frankenstein, and
right?
shit.
Face be all swollen. For
Sweeney
weeks.
Todd, barber shit.
Look like their tongue is in jail. Like how many teeth they took out?
Fuck
They just
that.
got teeth
They
happy.
be like, oops, this is the wrong one.
Get the fuck out of here. The VA's not like that. Fuck out of here, yo.
Shout out to the VA.
Yeah,
Shout out to
not
the
like
VA.
that.
Wait, hold on. Let me drop this just in case.
The views expressed by Conceitednobodi guests are not the shared
Don't
views
offend
of
nobody.
its
Getting
hosts
procedures
or
done in the VA
producers.
might be a little harder because they're a little their budget is
Like
a
you
little,
said, they're not
tougher.
funded as much as a
Yeah.
regular hospital.
So the doctor might be like, you really need that, But the simple shit, blood work, you can do that all day, and they'll
You
bill
said
your
maintenance.
insurance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Fine.
and having private insurance too allows you a lot more access. Because then it's like, oh, all right, we'll just bill your insurance.
Yeah,
for it.
fuck it.
You know what I mean? So
I like that.
yeah, shout out to that though. But that was my So I left. I had to drink.
What else
there
you did? Well, all right.
for St. Patty's.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say the
then
next day. What the fuck
next
you got
day,
into?
I had
You had a busy weekend.
Oh man, was it? I had the storytelling event, so I went out there and did that. That was with I'm not gonna pull up their names. These folks had booked a place in Young Ethel's in Brooklyn. Shout out to them.
Okay.
And it was like a storytelling improv thing. And it wasn't something where I wanted like people to come out for or nothing like that because it was just I'm just really trying to work through my fear of stage fright.
Yeah.
So I've been like ignoring them for a while.
What you did? You did the same story?
Same story.
Okay.
Yeah, I went out there, just rolled it back out.
Nice.
I think the next time I do one, I'm gonna do a different story. I'm gonna like test out a different story, but
You should tell that story about the video game. That was a good story.
right, yeah.
Like just iron it out more, flesh it out more, make it a little longer. Yeah.
So, but getting on stage was good. It was good to
You gotta do your reps.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
It
You
wasn't
gotta-
as bad
it comes
as the first
down.
time.
Yeah, it's all about doing your reps,
Right.
getting your reps in.
I was thinking about doing a little stand-up comedy class.
That's
You know what
hard.
I mean? Is it?
I respect stand-up comedy so much that I refuse to even try it
I feel like
because I don't want to taint it in any way.
I feel like it's a good practice for what we do here. And not to
Riffing
say
and
that-
shit off the top,
just,
yeah.
I mean, because I don't like not saying I don't like. I'm not aiming towards stand-up comedy that would be more telling jokes or like telling people. I like a storytelling comedy where you just talk about life.
Just funny shit, and funny shit just happens.
Happens, yeah, in a story type shit, like how Chappelle is and how what's his name? I forget his name, but I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? Because
Hell yeah, do it.
get on stage because like it just for the practice too. Just like see what it feels like to get booed a couple times. Boo! Get out of here! You stink!
You're gonna be eating dicks.
Oh my god! Too many balls. Nah, so I don't know. I think they offered it at that school. The
Oh
improv
yeah.
school.
Well, I know the storytelling.
No, stand-up comedy.
Oh okay.
What do you recommend any places?
No, I have no idea. I thought we was gonna go back to that same spot we went to. Not the same spot, but we look at the same program and see that they got improv classes.
You want to do improv? I'm down for improv.
Yeah, I want to fuck with that.
Yeah. So the group that had the storytelling, they were doing like an improv thing also.
Okay.
Where they improved everybody's story but mine. My story didn't get improv, y'all. I was a little mad about that. Yeah, I guess my shit was kind of violent though. You know what I mean? I guess
Not really.
I guess for like, because these people were like,
Maybe it's like an honorable thing. They don't want to retell a soldier's story.
maybe.
I
My
can see
shit
it like
was
that.
like
They don't want to
guns
disrespect
and,
it. Yeah,
you
they
know,
don't want
the war and
to. They don't want to
shit.
tarnish your story.
Yeah, I got some laughs though, which made me think about
No,
maybe I
your
should do
shit's
stand up. You know what I mean? But so once I told that, I told my shit, I listened to their shit. Now they shit was like almost 2 hours. I gave them a good hour. And I slid out there gracefully. Like I didn't even say goodbye. Like y'all niggas ain't having me 10-minute story. You got me here for
2
like
hours?
Yeah, y'all bugging.
How many people were going up?
It was the group that threw it when they got on stage.
Oh, they just never stopped?
They never stopped.
Nah, yo, that's a movie you got me up there listening
Son,
to.
I feel
That's
like
a Broadway play.
They tried
2
me.
hours.
They suckered you in with your shit so you could be their audience.
You was the opener?
Yeah, right? And then you became their audience and shit. Because the only people that were there were other people doing stories.
Oh, nah,
You know
fuck
what I
that,
mean?
yo.
So
That's too
I was
much.
like, yo, I appreciate you guys. There's one person told a great story. She was she's a Jamaican immigrant. I forgot her name. And I didn't stay long enough to do the thing at the end of the show. Yeah. So I slid from there. I was like, all right, cool. Because I had the
Had
Buns
the other event.
and
How was that,
basketball.
yo? I'm in Jersey.
Let me tell you about Buns and basketball here, man.
Buns and basketball. It's exactly what you think it sounds like.
So we've talked about it here before.
It's almost like the lingerie football.
Almost. Yeah.
So this is out in Jersey, right? You found the spot?
Well, they're on tour right now. They're really out of
They look like they're out of Philly.
Philly, yeah. They're out of Philly.
was a
No,
good guess.
I think Atlanta.
Oh, yeah?
Because they started during COVID.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know the history. You about to put me on.
It was a way, from the way I saw it, it was a way that the dancers were able to make money when all the clubs were shut down.
That's what it is. It look like strippers playing basketball, running the full court. Which is hilarious.
It started off as a little gimmicky, right? Because it was just like they were playing ball, but then people liked it and they kept doing it. And,
Shit.
started touring.
When you sent me the text, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this motherfucker is fucking funny, yo.
Why?
I couldn't believe that shit, that you found that shit.
Not only did I find it, they was
You was fucking floor seats, too.
Yo, it was in a gymnasium. So let me give you the
Like a gym, like a rec center, right?
Yeah, like a rec center. Let me give you a little background. So they had the general admission was about $40.
Nice.
They
I
had
saw they had like $1,000 tickets, too.
$1,000 were like for season tickets, and they had like
okay.
VIP, which was like 400 or one something. Something with another 4 in it, right? I knew I wasn't gonna do VIP there, just only because I wasn't expecting a VIP experience in a gymnasium.
In a rec center, yeah.
What could you possibly
There's
offer?
no suite.
Box
For
seats
500, yeah.
Yo, we're all on the floor.
It's
You know
not
what I mean?
even, yeah, I was about to say, it's not even like stadium seating.
So yeah, so I
Everybody
already
just
knew-
got pull-out chairs on the floor. Everybody got floor seats.
Yeah, this VIP shit. And then seats aren't numbered, it's not ticketed. So it's first
just pull
come,
up a
first
chair.
serve. So once you got up, you basically lost your seat. You know,
Oh,
unless you-
yeah, it was like that?
Unless you had people with you, you feel
Oh,
me?
so holding
so
it
each time
down.
I got up, I had to hustle for another seat.
Yeah, oh,
You
shit.
feel me? So I get there, and shout out to Buns and basketball. I think I just want to say the event as a whole, once I got in, was great. But I'm gonna start off shitting on them a little bit. Because whoever manages their security team is atrocious.
Oh, yeah?
Bro, I got there because my event, my show ended like around like 6. So I was there. I was in Brooklyn. So this shit is in Jersey. So I'm like, all right, let me shoot over to Jersey and just get to the area because I wasn't really doing much at that point. It's also 7:30. So I get there. I pack my meals because, you know, I got this,
You on that diet plan.
right? So
Yeah.
I sat in the car, ate my meal, and then got on the line like 7:30. 7:30, yo, they're not even like, they just starting to open the doors up and shit, right? Cool. I'm not expecting you guys to be on time.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
I can see what type of event this is.
Yeah. So I wasn't coming here thinking 7:30 you guys are gonna be ready to go. So not surprised. But they don't separate general admission and VIP. So everybody's just crowding this door, this single choke point, right? And guy just keeps walking outside saying, yo, who's VIP? So VIPs put their hands up and they all walk in. Bro, I didn't get into the place until like 9 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
Never again.
Damn. That's what happened when we went to the Bad Bunny concert. But that was Bad Bunny on the other
It
side
wasn't
of
that many people outside. It was just the door was so poorly managed. You know what I mean? Like, even if you
Getting
wanted,
everybody in was a problem.
it was. And then they had one person that was checking tickets. So even if, whether you were VIP or general admission, it
still
was
gotta
one
go to
person,
that person.
checking tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So off rip, I knew he wasn't gonna be able to give me a VIP experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the very least, if you had somebody outside tagging VIP members, then you could just let them walk in. They already tagged, search them,
from
let
the
them go.
jump.
For you to have somebody checking the ticket at the door, it's a single choke point. So whether you were VIP or general admission, you was gonna wait. And VIP stood out there just as long as we did trying to get into the spot. Shit started at like 7:30. So by the time I got in, it was already like halftime.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? So forget that. Now once I got in, it was cool. Like as you can see here, they definitely was playing basketball.
Oh, it's a full court. It's a real game.
Full court game, real game. Some of these ladies was really balling out there. Like nobody was dunking, but it was definitely some plays being ran.
Oh, these girls definitely played in high school and shit, yo.
Yes,
They athletic.
they're athletic because they ran a full court game. I think the score was like
thongs.
32 to 20, 23 or some shit. Running it back up and down, up and down, up and down. But then another thing, like, I think it's a great show that they put together, right? I was really excited the venue, and in between some of the plays, people walking around. I had a tap buddy in the show, like, bro, I'm sitting
here,
down.
yo.
You just stood in front of me, my guy. Like, what the fuck? I'm out here Dolo, and it's Newark. Let me tell you, Newark Newark is a special place.
Still hood over there.
Oh my god!
They're trying to say it's like the new Brooklyn. They're like, yeah, y'all got some
I
time.
said, I mean, Newark is like Brooklyn in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they're trying to say it's like the new Brooklyn, like old like 09 Brooklyn.
Not the part I was in. Let me tell you that right now. The part I was in was 98 Brooklyn. You know what I mean? This shit was when the sun came down, it was like these dudes was outside playing cards on the table, drinking. I'm like, where am I right now? You feel me? But so I wasn't really trying to get too wild. You know, they didn't want to get shot out here.
Yeah, of course, especially by yourself.
By yourself too. You feel me? So, but still, you know, I'm trying to like
it looks-
negotiate my seats and shit. sat down, but they played a good game. And then they had the food vendors on the side, which was great. They were selling fried fish, fried chicken.
This is from your phone?
This is
Oh,
from
this is
my phone.
YouTube.
This
Oh,
my
this is your
phone.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh, so this from the game last night.
this is from the game. Fried fish, fried chicken.
They had drinks too?
They had drinks.
Wow.
These little like nutcracker things.
All right, that's dope.
During halftime, they had the rappers, local rappers came out and sang their song, which I wish more rappers would stop doing the karaoke when they do these kind of shows and really have a show set up for you.
Yeah.
I feel like they could really benefit as opposed to doing the rap talent. I would do like comedians or MCs or just do a DJ set. You know what I mean? And just keep the crowd hype type shit like the circus does. You know what I mean? Because the rappers in the gymnasium, the acoustics just wasn't there for that. You know what I mean? It sounded like this.
It's like you said, it's a gym.
The gym,
You're not gonna
so-
have that shit for a concert sound.
It didn't hit right. But after the ball game, they have boxing. The girls, the
And the
dancers,
girls boxed.
they boxed too.
The same girls that played the full court boxed.
These girls were athletes.
Oh my God,
Let me tell
yo!
you.
Pay these girls, yo.
Athletes. So here they're boxing. They set up like a makeshift ring, and they get together and they box in the ring with headgear,
With
and gloves
headgear.
on.
It was like a
And then
sparring match.
After this was the oil wrestling.
And they oil wrestled.
I ain't stay for all that.
Why not?
I was already. It was
He was
like
like, fuck
10:30.
that.
I've been outside for an hour and a half. The
Yeah,
hour and a half shit killed
Really
me.
fucked you up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Being out there that long, I was tired. And then, really, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. The fried chicken and the fried fish smell good to the
Oh,
motherfucker.
it's like I'm out. I want some of that.
Yo,
Yeah, you fucked up your diet.
no, that's why I left.
Temptation was strong. You put
That's
yourself
my-
out the equation.
It's about 3 times I found myself standing in front of the kitchen door. Didn't know how I got there.
Oh shit! He was
Just
floating.
float-
That's some
just-
Looney Tunes
Just
shit.
woke up like, oh
floated.
shit! Look at the menu.
The
about
smell,
to order and
the smell
shit.
had you levitated and
Facts.
shit.
You know what I mean? Every
He's
time
about to order a po' boy.
I be like, yo, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm by the kitchen.
Oh shit!
I'm looking at the menu like, oh man,
Said,
I'm,
fuck,
I'm,
I gotta smell this urinal, so I'm not hungry no more.
I'm watching them fry the fish like,
Oh,
damn,
no.
that shit look good over there.
Oh no!
So eventually, I just had to leave. I just had to get out of there. I
shit.
couldn't do it. It was too much.
The boxing looks fun.
Yeah, it's up close and personal. I think it's they do one in Atlanta. I personally, for me, the only thing that blew minds was the front
The door
security
situation.
Yeah, the door situation was insane. You could even if you'd have done 5 VIP people for 1 general admission, you know what I mean, and do it that way, you could have got more people in faster. Like they gotta do something better. Come out, tag, and they have wristbands, so put people outside
Yeah.
so you can wristband them up outside.
Yeah, wristband the VIPs early so they could just walk in.
That's it.
And then, have somebody with the scanner making sure they VIP. Once you check, here's your wristband. Go ahead, walk in.
That's it. Or give VIP early entrance. You
Yeah.
start at 7:30, let VIP come in at 7.
Yeah.
And then everybody comes in at 7:30.
Yeah.
Like,
Doors open at 7:30 for everybody. If you missed the 7 o'clock entrance, that's on you.
that's it. In that half an hour period, you can have a one-on-one with the dancers, prep conversations, talk with the owners, but I ain't do none of that. You know what I mean? So I'm good on that. You know what I mean? I would catch it. I don't know. I'm really upset. You gotta come back to me in a couple months.
That's not bad. $40.
It's not bad for $40. There's definitely some yams in the building though.
Yeah, I see it. Zoom in on that right there. No.
They was out here. And they playing ball too. No bullshit.
Nah, they hooping.
Hooping, boxing.
That's funny.
All of it. Like I was definitely here for it. I'm on the sides. We really rooting for these people. It wasn't just about
Who
the
won,
cheeks.
the red team or the blue team?
Blue team won.
Oh shit.
Blue team had some shooters on there. They was going back for threes. Like there's one person on each team that was shooters.
You hype.
It was run out, pop, boom. I mean, cause like yes, they're in thongs, but like this is basketball. You know how it is.
They're still
Like,
playing basketball.
Still
Yeah.
playing ball.
They're competitive. They're not just fucking.
Right.
Get the layup. Damn.
Yeah. Fast breaks, taking
break
steals,
layup.
all that.
Oh,
It was a
shit.
game. And I told you I wanted to go there and watch a game. I didn't want it to be just a twerking session and XYZ because then it'd have been like trash. I think, the Buns and basketball is a great brand. I think, working on some of the things as it grows is going to be hard. It's harder to control larger crowds. and then they should partner with somebody.
It's
that can
definitely a
handle that.
sausage fest, right? It's all men, men in the audience.
There was some women there, a lot of couples there too, though. A lot of couples showed up, but definitely a lot of dudes.
Yeah, I could imagine.
A lot of dudes, lots and lots.
That's the only thing that's like, do I really want to be in a gym with 800 motherfuckers and 20 women? That's all like.
I mean, the game was nice. The game was exciting. It was fun to watch. If you like to watch, you know what it reminded me of? Rucker Park.
Yeah,
I had Rucker Park vibes. You know, everybody in the hood is there. Diamond
Rucker Park was
chains.
an era, bro. I'll never forget that point in my life.
Right. So it had the Rucker Park vibe, like, you know, real gutter.
I was so fiended out at the Rucker Park game. You know what happens when the games get rained out? They play in the Bronx. The Honchos fucking gym, the high school gym.
Yeah.
I went to the game that got rained out because I was so hyped being a part of that
A lot of people
experience.
showed up?
Is you take the train 2 stops and you're there. The high school gym's right there. But this shit was it was like it didn't have AC and it was the middle of the summer on a rainy day. No AC. After like halftime, me and my dad, I was like, yo, we could get the fuck out of here. This is not.
It's time to go.
Yeah, we did a lot already. I had my adventure going from the park to the gym to being here. That was fucking 03. I was at Rucker Park 2 times a week in 03. It was fun. That was the year that Fat Joe and Jay-Z, their teams were going back and forth. Well, next time they come, I'll try to make it.
Yeah, I know it was last minute.
Yeah, when you texted me, I was like, damn, this looks fun, but I'm not going to be able to make that shit.
It's like, I mean, it wasn't too far from me, though.
No, it was only a half hour. I checked.
Yeah, it was close. I had to pass your crib to, you know.
Yeah, on the way.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, it was pretty close.
But, well, my weekend wasn't as full of thongs and asses. I was busy fucking working on the crib. Getting shit done. Yo, the washing machine acting up. It fucking it caused like a drain clog in the basement. Thank God my wife's uncle's a master plumber. He came through, fixed that shit real quick. He helped me remove the fireplace from the crib. And he helped me put up the chandelier in my dining room.
That's what's up.
I was getting work done. I felt like a handyman. He was a good what do you call it? Maybe I was a good intern or apprentice to his fucking he knew his shit, man. Handyman. He damn near built his house over 30 years in Long Island. So it was dope to have that and he saved me like at least $600.
That's a fact.
Just for the drain, unclogging the drain in the basement, helping me remove the fireplace, and helping me with the chandelier. At least $600 he saved me. And he's a funny motherfucker too, so I like hanging out with him.
That's where we're at these days, where it's like,
come through, have some drink. We share some beers, talk shit. You help me out with the house, and I took him out for dinner.
That's a good night.
Well, my wife took us all out for dinner, so thank you.
That's a good night.
Yeah, great. I tried to offer him money too, and he got offended.
What you guys?
Like I tried to slide him 200, and he was like, "No, you crazy? You fucking wild." He got mad at me, legit mad. He's like, "You don't fucking do that." I said, "Yo, my bad. You fucking helped me out a lot, yo." The dinner was enough. Went to a spot, a local spot around the way.
Italian.
Jimmy Mac, American. Well, they got pasta, seafood. I had ribs. I had ribs. They had chicken Alfredo. The boys had chicken Parmesan.
It was good. Food was good.
Yeah, the food is slamming. You had their food because we've had them cater our parties.
Oh, okay.
We get like the big fucking trays of food. We go over there, pick it up. Their food is slamming. It's a good spot.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good night.
Good time. Yeah, we had a good time.
That's a good night. I was out here in the sticks.
Grateful. I was grateful. I learned fucking with the chandelier was scary because I had that chandelier since before I had that table in the dining room. That's when I had the big table. Remember the long table I got?
Right.
I had bought that chandelier. Not for nothing. That shit looks better with the smaller table.
The chandelier.
It probably would not look right, the aesthetic. So it looks perfect now. It's square. It fucking sits right over the table perfect.
Is it dim or is it? Oh, okay. Like the little dimmers.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Set the tone. It's good, man. I love it. I love doing that. I feel like real accomplished doing that. And I'm confident fucking with the electrical. Because I was terrified. I was like, I don't want to fuck something up and now I don't got no power in the house.
Right. Or Staten Island.
Well, I knock out a whole quadrant.
The Northeast be out.
They'll put me on Con Edison. This house is responsible for your power outage.
Speaking of Con Edison.
Yeah, the alley-oop.
You know what I mean? Nah, man.
If you know, you know.
What happened with Con Edison?
Yo, I like.
Besides that, they fucking robbing us,
I
blind.
be saying on Joe Biden shit. Yo, we got him.
We got halftime.
Yo, we at halftime. Keep it tuned here, and we'll tell you the diabolical
We'll come back.
moves
We'll come back and tell you what Con Ed is doing to all of us.
that Con Ed is pulling.
The monopoly they got.
Stay here. Don't change that channel.
We got commercials we gotta play for them?
No, we playing music.
What we got?
Wanna play,
Sukiana? No, I don't know.
Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit? Fuck it.
This is Juicy Fruit, Sidewalk.
Cheer.
Big shout out to Juicy Fruit.
Hood rap music.
It's a little old, but you know, it's an oldie but
Where's she
goodie.
from?
I don't know, I think she's from somewhere in the Midwest.
Super thick. Let me guess.
Juice.
Midwest, Ohio, Cincinnati,
Tennessee.
Tennessee whiskey.
These nigga ride dick way better than me.
Shit,
These
her
nigga
rap.
pillow talk with the freaks. How you a boss
the
round
freaks?
round with your tank on E?
Her rich.
Hold on, try me, bitch. This that thotty shit.
Oh, God.
Your life, I body shit.
Super thick.
Hold on, try me, bitch. This that thotty shit. Body shit. Your life, I body shit. Say they street, but they not Wave Street. Hit your block. Get her on that Henny, she gon' turn into a Henny. Spend some racks up on that jacket, man. Pull up deck on jacket chain. Bitches want no smoke with me, I beat them like they anime. Nigga be talk like hoes, I keep K like gold. Don't talk on no internet, bitch, I'm smoking O's. Heard you rolling rolls, broke on some junk shit. Do another lap the way I'm running shit. I'm too fresh, it's no mint. Bitch, I ball, make a forfeit. Heard I'm in your mouth where you throw, bitch. Wait a minute, hold up. Ride a beat like motor. Why you flexing on the ground? Know that whip alone the door. Why you acting like you tough? Cut 'em, we gon' get 'em tough. If you run, you getting bored. Catch 'em, we gon' get 'em. These niggas sidewalk, they ain't street. These niggas ride dick way better than me. These niggas pillow talking with the freaks. How you a boss round with your tank on E? Hold on, try me, bitch. This that thotty shit. Body shit. Your life, I body shit. Hold on, try me, bitch. This that thotty shit. Body shit. Your life, I body shit. You gotta revolve, bitch. I play with Draco. Got this all like pasta. In the whip and mayo. Bitch, I been a monster. Now shit out like KO. Heard you talking to your aunt. Off them then the K clothes. Got the juice, I got it slipping. Cut 'em like a ribbon. Ass so fat, so thick, the hoes offended. Harder in the kitchen. Got the heat, I brought the minute. You wipe your nose, I heard you snipping. Wipe his nose, then he getting in it. Yeah. Wait a minute, hold up. Ride a beat like motor. Why you flexing on the ground? Know that whip alone the door. Why you acting like you tough? Cut 'em, we gon' get 'em tough. If you run, you getting bored. Catch 'em, we gon' get 'em. These niggas sidewalk, they ain't street. These niggas ride dick way better than me. These niggas pillow talking with the freaks. How you a boss round with your tank on E? Hold on, try me, bitch. This that thotty shit. Body shit. Your life, I body shit. Hold on, try me, bitch. This that thotty shit. Body shit. Your life, I body shit.
Oh, this is dope. Juicy Fruit Sidewalk. Cause you ain't street. That was funny. You a sidewalk. From Tennessee, we got a Tennessee theme going.
Yo, facts. Yo, the
like
wings are really good out there too.
Fire.
There's a Purdue factory in Tennessee, Memphis.
Purdue. Holla at Purdue. Get your chickens up. So what's up with Con Ed?
Con Ed.
Scam of the week?
Yeah.
Well, I know they've been raping me. Because I do look at my bill. And when I see the actual power or whatever I fucking use compared to what they bill me, because they'll break it down. They disrespectful like that. They'll break it down. They'll tell you used about $80 worth of power, but the bill is $160.
Whole lot.
Because the delivery fee, the application fee, the taxes, the service fee, all these other fees double your bill. So I've been aware. I just thought that was common practice and there's really nothing we could do about it. So if there's any new info you got for me, please enlighten me.
So on the back of this, Con Ed lost some kind of like lawsuit a couple years ago because they were saying that they were a monopoly.
Yeah. In New York, they're a monopoly.
Yeah.
Where else you get your power from?
So apparently there's a lot of smaller local power companies. So if you go onto your Con Edison bill, right, and this is for people who have Con Edison in New York City, and then on these, I only have 2 pages on my shit. So on the second page where it says your supply charges, right here where it says the total electricity cost for this bill is $14.6 0.6 cents per kilowatt. You can compare the price with those offered by the energy services what does that say? Companies, ESCOs, ESCOs. For a list of all the ESCOs, visit poweryourway.com. Now, poweryourway.com is not a website that still exists. I think it's kind of foul that they haven't updated that.
That's funny that they put that on a bill.
Right.
Yeah, if you want to check your options, check out this website that don't
Doesn't
exist.
right?
Motherfuckers.
But if you Google it,
Every day I'm gonna call you a bitch. Every day.
That's what Con Ed's putting in your bill.
but basically, if you Google it, you can pull up a New York State website. You know, and it's fucked up. They won't update. They know it's fucked up. I'm sure
They know.
somebody, yeah.
There's $1 billion company.
And then you can find other electrical companies in your area. I have found. Hold on, let me see if I find this page again. So there's
Other power companies in New York?
yeah, there's other places you can get your electricity. Man, why I found this page and hold on.
And not pay Con Ed at all?
So you're still gonna pay Con Ed, right? Because if you look,
They
at
have
back
the
of bill,
infrastructure.
you're gonna pay because you paid a delivery charge and you pay a supply charge, right? So you'll always pay for the delivery because they have the infrastructure, like you said.
Can I say the number on your bill? Or you don't want to disclose that?
How much I pay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that.
So the amount of power you use came out to like $35, but your bill is $92.59.
Yeah, because
So-
they're charging me $54.
Damn near
for delivery.
they triple your bill off of delivery charges and all the other shit.
So you can reduce the power you use. Right? Well, you can reduce the power you use, or you can get a better rate. So if you look at what it says right here, 13.88 cents for the
Yeah.
supply charge, there's an open market for that, right? I mean, I have found a website, and I should have bookmarked it. But the Power Your Way website doesn't work.
Damn. Also, other companies, the local companies provide lower rates.
Yeah, so there's companies out there that have things like there's a company upstate New York that has solar farms, and they sell electric to customers too. You can get it from them. Local there's a way to there's a page you can go look at, and it'll just tell you like the prices. So these are all the different companies that potentially sell electric.
Okay, damn, there's a lot.
It's a lot of them, right?
Wait, is it easy to sign up? Am I gonna have power right away, or what happens if there's like an outage or I got an emergency? I've
Con
had
Ed
power outages where I've had to contact Con Ed and they've like had to figure it out.
Con Edison is still they charge you for delivery, so they're still responsible for their equipment. You know what I mean? But it's just the supply is changing.
The source is coming from somewhere else, but they piggybacking off of the Con Ed network,
right?
like the
And
infrastructure.
you're still paying for delivery. So
So I pay the delivery fee, but not the supply charge.
right. So my boy that put me onto it, he had a contract with another company, and his supply charge was like 7 cents. He had locked it in.
Wow.
So he was able. All right. So here's some different companies. All right. So he was able to lock in certain prices. And there's different websites. But just give you an idea. So I'm paying right now. I'm paying 13.8 cents. Right.
A kilowatt, right? Whatever.
Kilowatt. Yeah.
How would they measure it?
Kilowatt per hour. But there's companies out there where you can get it for like 10 cents. You can get it for 10, 11, 8 cents right
8
here.
cents. Wow.
You gotta lock it in for 12 months.
Oh, that's
So-
fire.
But this thing changes. The price of power changes. It's not something that's fixed in. So if you look at it in the back of your Con Ed bill, it's not always the supply charge is not always going to be
13.
right. That'll fluctuate based on the market. Con Ed is not the most competitive, right? But there is an open market out there. Now this is just one website, and there's other websites that give you a lot more companies. I would do a little bit more research.
Oh, but that's good to know that I have options. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have options. Yeah, I didn't know that either, bro.
Look at that,
I'm
yo.
like, bro,
If
there's
you know,
options?
you know.
Yeah, I thought we was fucked by Con Ed just cause we in New York.
I thought it was just like that's what it is. And then you can keep watching it. So right now the rates aren't that good right now, but you know, it's an open market. So my boy's contract just ended with his thing. So he's back on Con Edison's regular rate. He was locked in at 7 cents for a little while. But you know, it's you watch it. Now I'm like, I'm on it now, son. Because if I can save a couple dollars on my
And it might be
bill,
different depending on your area too, right? Like your rate might be different than my rate because we in different neighborhoods.
it might be. What's your well, don't tell me your zip code.
Well, you know my zip code, right? No, you don't know.
Not about heart.
Do a Manhattan zip code.
All right, let's see.
All right, what's the Manhattan zip code? 10 or 1111, some shit like that. 11101. I think it's a Manhattan zip code. Now we shopping. What's that?
Now we shopping.
Zone 4. As prices change, we always here to help. No good.
Nothing. I have found a website that this is for fixed plans. I have found a website that gave.
Oh yeah, once you find out, I want to update. I want to know about this. I'm in you that pre-speech you gave me before before we started recording the podcast. I'm gonna be as frugal as I could be. So if I could save some fucking money on my Con Ed bill,
son.
Fuck these motherfuckers. I'm offended that they triple and double charging me, yo.
Son, if you could save a couple pennies on your shit, especially if you're somebody that has usage,
I got plans, yo.
That shit adds up, bro.
I got plans.
That shit adds up.
Fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck Con Ed. Fuck Chevy.
What's fucked up about it is that the website that they provide that they give us doesn't fucking work. So it's like, you guys know this shit.
It's a long con.
Yeah,
scam of the week. Con Ed. Con Ed. Where's it at? Congratulations.
But
you got the scam of the week.
I'm gonna keep you guys posted. My boy, he already does it for his crib where he's
Yeah, if you find the website, link me because I wanna do research on this shit too.
Yeah, and you can do it for gas also.
Because the only time I paid attention to the Con Ed bill was when I had solar power company people come over. Because they were trying to sell me solar panels for the house. And I said, this is all interesting. I want to learn more about this. I am interested down the line getting solar panels, but not right now at this moment. And they broke it down. I think with the solar panels, it would eliminate the delivery and the supply charge from Con Ed. I think that's how they explained it to me.
Oh, wow.
Because now I'm getting the power straight from myself. So they're not really delivering me the power. It's like some weird thing, but it still runs on the Con Ed infrastructure.
So I mean,
they do get a cut somehow.
So you're probably still paying for delivery fees, but you have no supply charge. Right?
Okay, something like that.
If I had no supply charge, my bill would be $54. It'd be half my bill.
Yeah, look at that. Just the supply charge, they doubled it.
Right. So even with that being better, and then if you could sell something back to Con Ed too.
Yeah.
Because now you're generating power.
He explained something too. Like there's like a yearly thing where you either get a kickback or you could use it as a line of credit for your annual bill.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I can't just keep giving these people money indefinitely.
For nothing. Yeah, forever. For perpetuity.
Man, just because you said, like, when he told me
perpetuity.
Why doesn't everybody know there's more than one way to get your thing?
Yeah, I never heard of this. Well, the only other way I thought was solar panels. Like having your own generator, like living off the grid type shit, where you're trying to live off the grid. That's the only way I thought of, like not having Con Ed supply my shit. I didn't realize there was other power companies doing this shit.
Yo, me either. That's why ever since I found out, I just been on it. Like, yo, you're not gonna just sit here and
if you know, you know.
Have me out here.
I think we should all thank you. Everybody who's listening from New York. Thank Johantheamerican.
Don't sit out here and just pay Con Ed. There's
some
mad
research.
companies out here that sell electricity.
Do some research. Can you just do like a Google New York City local power companies?
Yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, the city has a webpage for it. So if you want to go to dps.ny.gov, they have a webpage that you can start looking at places.
That's the starting point.
Yeah, and that's an official city website, and start from there. But there's definitely, I know I did find a webpage.
That's good to know, man. Fuck all these extra payments for no reason,
maybe
yo.
This is it right here. View Electric. Okay, boom. This is it. It's on the city webpage. My bad.
What's the website? nyc.gov?
No, it's dps.ny.gov. And then from there, you go to search energy offers. If you're a low income participant, check the box. If not, just put in your zip code, find offers. And then you want to view electric. They also offer gas. So if you're struggling with your gas bill, check to see if you can get a better rate for your gas.
Wow.
But here's
That's
the
another
electric.
thing. I thought National Grid was the go-to.
So, bro, look. This one has a minimum term of 1 month. The supply charge is 8 cents.
Nah, son. What am I doing with Con Ed?
You're still going to pay the delivery fee.
Fuck out of here, yo.
I could cut my fucking
Fuck
supply
these guys,
charge
yo.
in half. From 13 cents to 8 cents.
That's an extra $50 in your pocket. That's
Come
mad
on,
Starbucks.
Come on.
Starbucks.
Come on. And if you have a family of 5,
Oh,
those
yeah.
savings
That adds
multiply,
up.
yo.
That adds up a lot.
Come on.
Trust me.
Fuck out of here with that shit, yo. Fuck out of here, yo. Look at this. This is an open market, and you can lock in these rates.
That's fire.
So, I mean, you always run the risk because you don't know if next month that energy gets really cheap.
8 cents. I know. Just you looking through it. That's the cheapest I've seen. Because I saw anywhere from, like you said, 10 to 16. And if you're paying 13, I guess that's like average. That's a good scale. You're paying like right in the middle of what the open market is.
And they show you historic pricing.
See, the lowest was when? When was that big dip? No, the other one. Yeah, that one. What was that? What year is that?
That's 2021 third quarter.
Big dip.
And it's been rising since.
Then it goes up.
It's been rising since.
So it's fluctuated. It does fluctuate.
So if you're paying kind
But
of...
it's steady fluctuating. It's not like spikes.
Oh, look, it tells you right here. 2021 third quarter.
But if you lock in at 8 cents, you locked in even if it spikes, right?
Yeah, your contract.
So yeah, fuck yeah,
8 cents
yo.
is pretty good. I might call them tomorrow myself.
Send me this link, yo. Copy and paste this and text this to me right now.
I'm gonna drop it on the thing so you have it.
What's the thing?
The notes.
Oh, all right, bet. Yeah, put that shit right on the La Lupa. Yeah. The ending. You got it.
I mean, we're coming into some times right now, and folks, you know, if you can save a couple
man.
dollars.
Inflation's going up. I gotta make life decisions at the
Everything's
supermarket for
right.
eggs. And if I could save some money on my Con Ed bill, yeah, they could pay for my eggs. Fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. Con Ed, you got gas or oil?
Gas.
Yo, check gas too.
Yeah,
son.
National Grid, right?
I don't know what you. I don't pay gas, so I never really look at that bill. But
It's a lot. Yeah, I gotta heat the house.
That's
That's why I'm glad I got rid of that chimney, that fireplace. I was losing a lot of. It was a big hole in the wall in my crib because of that shit. A lot of cold air was getting in, and I was losing a lot of fucking heat. Now that shit is sealed up. See, we putting that shit on the Facebook market. If we sell that shit for what we want, that's gonna replace the washing machine. That's it, son. I gotta be frugal, yo. I gotta make my money work for me.
Yo, this is
all this shit.
This is a real life podcast.
I got too comfortable spending my money as I was getting it. Fuck that. I'm about to hunker down.
We're not retired rappers.
Nah, yeah. I like what you said before. It was like we worked hard to get this far, but now we really gotta fucking set the foundation for the next level of life.
Right. Because I feel like, you know,
because the next 40 years is really gonna matter where our money comes from. Because I'm not trying to be working for the next 40 years. That shit is a fucking dub and a half, yo.
That's the truth. I'm not gonna have the body for it.
If I gotta fucking hustle and grind and eat ramen for the next like 3-4 years to get everything in order for the next 40, yeah, fuck this. Fuck the Tahoe. Fuck the fucking Con Ed.
I'm here for that.
I'm saving money.
Here's the gas offers. I don't know what your gas rate is. So when you get home,
I gotta look at the bill.
We'll check the bill. You know what I mean? But yo, fuck these guys, man.
Fuck these motherfuckers.
You know, some of these
they robbing us. We getting robbed. We getting robbed voluntarily because we giving it up. I don't even look at the bill like that. I look at it, but I just be like, what can I do? It is what it is. That's how I look at the bill. It is what it is. And Con Ed's like this.
Every day I'm gonna call you a bitch. Every day.
It's a trap.
They got us. They got us.
Yo, thankfully, you know, the antitrust laws that we have here prevent monopolies.
Monopoly. It is a monopoly.
Yeah, it was for a long time.
I just thought they couldn't fucking do nothing about it. What they gonna do? They own the infrastructure. But yeah, if there's ways around it where they still get a cut, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, take your cut.
Yeah.
But give me that supply. I mean, you guys, however you guys are making energy right now, you know, there's a lot of people, and I didn't even know that you could be an energy company. That's kind of a cool thing on the side too. Yeah. If you have a large amount of land, you know what I mean,
and
you
some farms or like solar panels and shit.
Yo, solar panel farms and sell energy back to the grid.
City.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, yo. Fuck these companies. Oh my God. You know who's trying to buy companies?
Who?
Your boy, Yo Diddy. Diddy, Tyler Perry, a couple other people. They trying to buy out the majority stake of BET, the channel.
What do you think about that?
They want it to be black owned again. They're not doing it jointly. They're doing it on their own accord. Like Diddy wants it for himself, Tyler Perry wants it for himself. I mean, it makes sense for them. Why not? I think it's dope.
I think it's dope this many people can afford to do that.
Yeah, that's a big move. That's a big channel still.
Because in the past, you usually have to come together and shit. And I'm like, nah, I need that.
Yeah, I need that. Diddy got Revolt. Tyler Perry got his own studio. And I seen commercials for BET. It's all Tyler Perry shows. He got these motherfuckers working. So he already he got to be like partial owner already. He just wants the majority stake.
Did you hear the scandal behind the BET, the last BET CEO?
No, what's the scandal? Oh, gossip time. What he did?
So the last
What they
BET,
did?
well, the last BET CEO was, let me see if I get her name right here.
So woman.
Her last,
Woman.
Deborah Lee.
Oh, what she did?
Deborah Lee worked for BT for a long time. She did an interview the other day. I forgot who it was with. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up for you guys. But she had an affair with her boss.
As the CEO?
No. Before she became CEO.
She was fucking the boss. Bob Johnson was the CEO.
Yeah. She wrote a book. In her memoir, she talks about it.
Wow.
I'm gonna play a clip from this conversation for you.
And I just want young people to know if I can do it, they can do it too. And they should dream big. And I looked around when I stepped down and realized there's still very few black female CEOs. And it's not anything I dreamt of. But now that I've done it, I loved it, and people come up to me and thank me for doing it. And I wanted them to know it is possible.
And you're so candid in talking about the triumphs and trials and the challenges.
Right.
And you really want to help, especially women in the workplace.
Right.
You talked about your working and personal relationship with your former boss at BET, Bob Johnson.
Right.
So what is your advice about that, the power dynamics for women in the workplace?
Right. Well, I wanted to tell that story because the power dynamics are so important in a relationship,
them
and
together?
especially if you're having a relationship with someone you work for.
Right.
And we all know the potential pitfalls. I worked for Bob.
Bob was
Johnson
married.
for 10 years
Oh,
before we
holla.
had a personal romantic relationship, and he was a mentor, and he pushed me, and he's responsible for a lot of
That
my
power
success.
dynamic.
We did have a relationship while we were both married. We ended up both divorced, and then people knew about the relationship. The company knew, the public, we started going places together. The downfall of a relationship like that is if you want to get out of it. And that's the part where it came, and I wanted to
Life
break
is
up.
wild,
I saw
yo.
it wasn't a long-term relationship, and my job and my career was held over my head. And it was like, well, if you want to break up with me, then you can leave tomorrow. And
Damn.
that was, 20 years into my career at BET, so I would have lost everything.
Yeah.
I would have lost my career, my job, my ability maybe to get another job, because if I couldn't get
You got blackballed like a motherfucker.
reference for the person I worked for 20 years, how do I explain that? And by that time I was a single mother with 2 children. So it was a tough time, and I didn't have anyone to talk to about it because I didn't have female role models. There weren't a lot of women ahead of me. I was embarrassed to talk to my family about it. So it was a dark time, and what saved me was therapy. And eventually Bob left the company and I became CEO. And I was CEO for 13 years without him being there, and I was able
A lot of success.
Right, and to live my dream.
Wow, good for her.
A lot of women are upset about this.
Why?
And this is women on Twitter. I'm not speaking for all women. This is just the voices and the conversations
Women be
going
hating
on.
women.
But I
I
understand a lot of the points because they're saying that they feel like she slept her way to the top. She dated Bob Johnson for up to years. You heard it by her on a mission. When she, as she got promoted and she decided she wanted to leave him, she says that he levered her job, which is really nasty of Bob Johnson.
Yeah, of course.
That's really nasty. But then once he left, he recommended her
To take the spot.
to take the spot. And she sat as CEO of BET for many years. And a lot of people say that's during that time period, the BET had a lot of programming that was anti-men. You know what I mean? So there's that conversation going on too. And the fact that BET is kind of like in the mud now. That's why it's being sold.
Oh.
Tie that back to bring it all back together. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So people aren't necessarily. She put out a memoir. I think she's exiting. She's exited she's a former CEO of BET.
She's stepping down, right? She stepped down.
Stepped down. The country's now up for sale, right? The company's
company.
up for sale, right? And people are upset at how she's portraying her story as a way like slept her way to the top type thing. You know what I mean? So a lot of like scandal with
I can see
BET
that.
right now. But shout out to her, Deborah Lee.
I like that she's comfortable talking about it. She's
yes.
not ashamed. Like, that's her life. Life is fucking, you can't plan that shit. That's wild.
You know, and she's the other woman too. And a lot of people are very judgmental
Of the other woman.
of the other woman.
Well, fuck.
Bob-
That's life.
And if you remember Bob Johnson? Bob Johnson was we talked about it. The black billionaire that divorced his wife and became half a billionaire.
Yeah.
It was like a big thing for a bit.
Mhm.
But to now she put the memoir out, so we all know the tea.
That's why they
That's why it was.
split.
Yeah.
And that's why she wanted everything.
Woo,
That's
spicy.
what
But he's
happens.
nasty for leveraging her career.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. If you're gonna walk away from me, you're not gonna have nothing.
That's corny.
That's fucked up.
If she didn't want you no more, big dog, that's it.
That's fucked.
You had a good run.
Yo, take a walk.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. End the relationship. You know what I mean? There's no reason for it to now affect her career. She's worked hard, XYZ.
Yeah.
But then do you feel like she had an advantage though, sleeping with the boss and then being recommended for
this position? Yeah, however that worked, whatever fucking panel or committee she got to speak for or speak in front of, and that's how they make their decision. That's a big advantage. But everybody knew their business by then, right?
Yeah, according to what she
For the
said.
most part, yeah, because she said right after the divorce, they were out in the open publicly.
They just didn't break up.
Yeah.
But do you feel like she might have stayed for that promotion?
She didn't want to leave. Yeah, she didn't want to jeopardize her career. Like you said, it was a nasty position that he put her in. He jeopardized her
what he
career.
did
'Cause
was
she would
really
have got
nasty?
she would have got blackballed like a motherfucker. She would
would've
not
got
been able to
blackballed.
work
Anywhere, especially if he's acting
nowhere
like that.
in any type of media.
He would have, and she like she said, she's so deep into it.
She would have ended. Yeah, she would have ended her whole fucking life.
I kind of, for me, because as long as she's good with it, and listen to her talk, I feel like she does
Very candid.
Yeah, she seems like she's pretty okay with it, right?
Yeah.
I respect the fact that you just gonna tough it out and get this promotion. You know what I mean? Because it ain't like you might be fucking with Bob Johnson,
play the
but
long game.
that's a long game like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then you got the promotion, you worked the job, 13 years, did it. You feel me? And now it is where it is now, and you can put out your book and ride off to the sunset. I hope she has a good
that's a good stream of income
career.
too, yo. Write a book.
Oh yeah. But they running her racket though. Shout out to Deborah Lee.
Good for you.
Big shout out to BET. I hope Tyler Perry does buy it because, like you said, most of his shows is already on.
He's already damn near on it. Majority stake. He's gonna put all his shit on it. Maximize his profit. Control the advertising. Yeah, that's huge. I like it.
Yo, if you haven't heard,
What
New
else?
York State Democrats are trying to sign a bill that would require parking permits if you wanted to park in the city. In residential neighborhoods.
That's what they do in the congestion pricing. Yeah.
Here's my issue with it is, number one, if you didn't have a parking permit, you wouldn't be able to park in the street in certain neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what they trying to enforce. This shit is wild.
But then people that live in the community have to pay $30 a month
to who?
To the city to hold a parking permit. I'm gonna pull it up for you. I'm gonna pull up the article. See, I told you he was gonna be upset.
Yo, what? This city is trying to rape the people that live in it, yo. We getting fucked major, son. They rate. That's what the whole congestion pricing is for, to limit the amount of people going into the city. And then once you're in the city, they're gonna tax your parking. Like they're gonna make it hard for you to park.
Absolutely.
This city don't want you driving, yo. Not in Manhattan.
But
not where the rich people
nah,
are.
the city's trying to like drain us, bro. Because at the end of the day, as a resident,
I'm not going into Manhattan, yo.
No, but I'm not talking about
if
Manhattan.
I live there, if I
live
live in this fucking neighborhood, how the fuck? Wait, what?
I'm talking about all the boroughs. I'm not talking about Manhattan.
I thought you were talking about Manhattan only.
No, sir. They want to do this for all the boroughs.
No, you're bugging, yo. No, that's a lie. This is scam.
I'm gonna fuck out of here, yo.
There's some Con
It
Edison.
hasn't passed yet, but there's
Who's voting for that? Who's even bringing that up? What type of human being is coming up with these ideas? You got to be a scumbag to think of some shit like
here
this.
it is right here. To raise money for the MTA, lawmakers push for residential parking permits in New York City.
What? Fuck the MTA, yo.
So Governor Kathy Hochul put out a plan.
She is the fucking worst,
Hold
yo.
on before you talk shit about it. She put out a plan.
She tried to put a speed camera on the Verrazano Bridge. That shit got shot down immediately. Everybody that could vote on that voted no.
So she put up a plan in which she was going to use the revenue from casinos and contributions from New York City and a payroll tax increase to help repair the MTA. The MTA is misappropriating funds, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
They lost $2 billion
Allegedly.
in like 2015.
It's ridiculous.
Just disappeared.
I don't understand how the fuck they keep getting away with it, and we keep having to foot that
And
bill.
they keep raising the prices. The experience is not a fucking grand experience.
So the New York State Senate and all their great fucking genius came back and said they proposed a different revenue stream that included a residential parking system in New York City with all permit fees flagged for the MTA. Right, so where the permit fees would go to the MTA.
So
now let me get
not the casino money. They're gonna force the residents of the city to pay.
Right. So this means residents of particular neighborhoods where outsiders often park, say much of Manhattan, perhaps Long Island City, would in theory have more access to parking. So as long as they get a permit. Now this would affect the whole city. Whoever brought this up is obviously a constituent for Manhattan and LIC, and those guys are trying to get people from parking in the neighborhoods because people park in LIC to take a train
To go into Manhattan,
right? So it's a lot of people that like that are complaining about parking.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it would affect the whole city. So what they want to do is the city would be permitted to charge up to $30 a month for a parking permit. As it stands, most of the city's roughly 3 million spaces are free. Free. Fucker, we pay a fuck ton of tax.
Yo,
what do you
word.
mean it's free? It's not free.
Wow.
There's nothing free in this fucking city. Nothing.
They are wilding, yo.
You're over there bugging out, son. This guy,
Thank God I got a fucking driveway, yo.
all right, let me pull it up for you right here.
And who's gonna enforce that? How many cops are gonna be around driving around ticketing or towing fucking parking permits if you're parking in the wrong neighborhood type shit?
That's another revenue stream for the city.
Towing these cars and ticketing them.
And they tried to do it in 2008.
So now what happens if I want to park in the Lower East Side because I want to hang out at the bar and spend money in the economy?
Bro, you're gonna have to pay money to park in front of your crib every day.
No,
You
I
talking
got a
about the Lower
driveway.
East Side?
I got a driveway. Fuck you.
So you're not gonna get the parking permit? So you're just never gonna park on the front of your house?
No.
I hear you on that. I got a
Fuck them,
driveway
yo.
too.
I gotta be frugal.
I feel you on that. I just think it's a robbery. Like for people who don't have
Grand
driveways, you know what I mean?
$30 a month. How much is that a year? That's fucking $400 a year.
Bro,
I'm wilding. My math is off.
$360.
Yeah, almost.
Like what? Like
with tax.
A New Yorker that's
$400 on parking.
What's minimum wage in New York City right now?
Like $10 or some shit. I don't know. No, you're fucked. Minimum wage. You don't even own a car if you on minimum wage.
$15, right? A lot, you'd be surprised.
That's nice.
You'd be surprised. $15. There's no way somebody who taking care of a family is working a minimum wage or maybe above, maybe $20 an hour, $25 an hour, right? That's not even minimum wage. We'll give them a little above minimum wage, $25 an hour. Now you want them to pay $360 a year for a parking permit?
For a parking permit.
It might not sound like a lot of money to a lot of people, but that $360 can definitely break. On top of eggs being $8 a carton.
Fuck you, yo.
Are you fucking serious?
Fuck whoever came up with. That's why you an evil person to come up with this plan.
So, keep on. Let's see. Let's see who came up with it, though. Let's see how the name. The sentence plan would impose an additional 50% trip per surcharge. They want to do the surcharge in an Uber, which is, I think, is.
They don't want you driving. They taxing the shit out of the driving services. They don't want no cars on the road.
Right.
They taxing you for driving every step of the way. You want to take the toll or you want to take the bridge? Every bridge is going to be a fucking toll soon. You want to drive in the city? Congestion pricing. You want to park in the city? You got to pay up the ass.
Speaking of bullshit in the city, I did want to also bring up Madison Square Garden is losing their liquor license.
I talked about it last week, remember?
Did you? Okay.
With the face recognition?
Yeah.
So they lost?
So
James Dolan lost? They're going to take it away?
The agency slapped James Dolan Properties with the thing because I saw it floating around this week again. All right, so you brought it up. All right, cool.
We talked about it last week. This is the update.
So 4 violations. It looks like they're not winning.
Dolan's not winning?
No.
Yeah, because how you going to beat the state? If you're doing illegal practices in your facilities, the state's going to strip you of whatever fucking benefits you have.
Yeah.
They could try to shut your shit down if they want. He was kicking lawyers out of the state, of his venues, using facial recognition technology, the lawyers that were investigating him. He didn't allow them in the facilities.
Yeah. Yeah, so you already got this one.
Yeah.
But this is wild. I saw this floating again.
So they take it, when would it be in effect?
I don't know when it's going into effect, but it doesn't look like they're not winning, though. It's not. It seems like Dolan's standing his ground on it as far as saying that other businesses
he has the right
exclude,
to fucking...
Yeah, because like a bar can say, I don't want you in the XYZ, but the way he's targeting it, though, And then he's also gonna have to deal with the discrimination lawsuits that come from the lawyers that because you're attacking lawyers, like, which is not wise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna attack anybody,
why are you gonna fuck with somebody that knows the law inside and out?
Right.
And they're gonna bring up mad charges against you just to see if one of them sticks.
Right. Like they got all the time. They know how to put the paperwork in. They don't have to hire nobody.
Know the judges.
They know what? Nah, that wasn't wise.
They play golf with the judges.
That wasn't wise. So yeah, he's still facing it. This has been going on for a little while now. Oh, state liquor license. And the state liquor authority is basically saying that, like, yo, I don't know what the term is going to be, but it's basically coming down as you might not be able to buy no beer. You know what? I hope it happens. You know what? Because
you crazy?
I mean, here's why. Because that's the only way they're going to
get doling out.
Nah. Because now you're hurting the brand. Because it was always been a big thing that they can fill in seats.
But he's majority owner, like 100%? Like, is there like a committee that he got to talk to?
As far as I know, his family owns it.
He owns all that shit, right? I apologize if y'all hear the feedback.
I don't hear it. I think you're good.
All right, I think it's my headphones then.
Yeah, Dolan. I think he's like
I know he's majority owner, but how much, like, what's the percentage?
He's a chairman and CEO. So he's a CEO, so that means he can't get removed. Those are all operations, so day-to-day operations. Who owns it though? I think it's a private company. So,
so he just runs it.
It has a board.
I thought he was owner.
So I mean, he's a CEO.
Yeah.
It has a board. It's like he used to be the CEO of Cablevision, and they sold Cablevision. His empire is slowly falling apart.
Yeah.
He's lost Cablevision. They couldn't get that back up and running. They sold that off to somebody else. So to see him lose MSG, that'd be great.
Yeah, fuck him.
That'd be great. Because the Knicks are never going to win a championship.
Fuck out of here, yo.
Fucking not on the Dolan. Never.
Not on the Dolan. You know what I mean? MSG needs a facelift. You know, it's just not what it used to be. And it's not, the glory days is over. You feel me? So, shout out to that.
It's a shame.
Is it though? It's just time. It's time for him to get out.
He ruined the legacy, so. What we doing?
I got one more. We got time?
Yeah, we got time. We got 140, son.
Cool, because I got another wild story for you.
Let's go. The wilder, the better.
So this woman, this is a sad.
Oh no,
well, not super sad. You might like this. Daycare owner. This woman owned a daycare with her husband in I think it was Maryland. Did it say? In DC, in Baltimore. Yeah, so it was Baltimore, right? So Maryland. And he was a cop. He's a retired cop, and they had a daycare center. And she found out from the parents that her husband was molesting the children. So she walks in. He was at a hotel.
What?
He was at a hotel staying someplace, and one of the cops came and shut down her daycare center because of allegations of child abuse.
Oh my God.
Right? So at that point, they showed her like the evidence and shit, and she talked to one of the children. So she goes to the hotel and shoots her husband.
She knew where he was at.
Yeah.
Was she a cop too?
No. So
she had access to a weapon though.
She had access to a weapon. Yeah. She shot him in the leg, shot him in the arm.
Holy shit.
They gave her like 4 years. He's still alive though.
Oh my God.
He's still alive. They're trying to petition to get her sentence reduced because people feel like
what the fuck? Fuck this guy.
But he's on like 20-something counts of child molestation.
Hang him.
I'm gonna see. I pull up.
Fuck him, yo.
She did an interview the other day from jail. They asked her.
She probably mad she didn't kill him.
Yeah, I'm about to say. They asked her, would you apologize to him?
No, fuck him.
Was my husband.
That's what gotta hurt. That gotta be like a huge betrayal.
That's what she said.
Like, yo.
The only person I had to find out information from was my husband. And he kept saying he didn't do it.
And you believed him?
I did believe him.
But then, she says, the mother of one of the children, a child she loved and cared for years, said they had to talk.
I saw the pain in her face, and I knew that she was not lying. She finally said it was my husband.
You think about that child all the time?
All the time. I think about all the children all the time.
You felt this complete betrayal of trust?
I was totally
I don't like this. This is terrible.
Broken. I felt like the blood had just drained out of my body because, again, this is my husband. I trusted him fully. He was supposed to help me protect these children. He always told me he was my protector. So when I heard this, I just felt like my world had just ended.
So she's saying that
she
she had
took her
a
first drink in 20 years, and according to prosecutors, texted her business partner, "I'm going to kill him
Wow.
and then myself." She drove to the hotel and angrily confronted him.
I snapped. I'm not a violent person.
It don't take.
Yeah.
It don't take. You don't need a history of violence to snap, yo.
any reasonable
You black
person would have
out.
snapped, right?
Nah, yeah, yo, that's wild, man. This sucks.
Broken. I felt like the blood had just drained. out of
Obviously,
my
you gotta
body.
punish.
At first,
You gotta give it
Terry
some type
Weed
of
says
punishment.
She did
but
not believe the
what they gave her 4 years?
allegations that her husband of
They gave her 4
former
years.
cops
Yo, community
had
service,
abused
yo.
children at her
The DA
daycare.
only wanted to give her 2
Little
years.
kids
The
had
judge
no-
doubled her
We were
sentence.
Community
both
service.
supposed to be
Judge
on
is
this
an asshole.
crusade of saving children. And
Judge said
child
she had murderous
molestation is
intent,
something
some
that we
shit.
talked about all the
But she
time.
didn't though.
about how horrible it was.
He didn't die.
If it was minority, and she didn't kill
But
herself
then,
either.
the mother of one of the children, a child she had loved and cared for like her own,
This is terrible.
told her what the
I mean, you know
little
how I
one
feel
had
about
told the police.
rapists and
I saw
pedophiles,
the
yo.
pain
They
in
should
her
be punished
face.
the worst.
And I knew that she was not
This is a. I bring it
She
up
had her
because this is a
first
big
drink
story
in 20
going on
years.
right now.
Nah.
She just had this
Prosecutors
interview
say
a couple days
she texted her
ago.
business partner and friend, "I'm going to kill him,
Oh, you replayed
and
it?
then myself."
I think they just.
And then she drove to DC's then Mandarin Oriental
Oh, they're
Hotel,
stretching it out.
where James
they're
Weed
stretching it
was
out.
working security at a conference.
And he's a retired
She
police
confronted
officer.
him.
Working
The
security.
situation
Most of
was
those
kinda
guys
like
are
a
security
fire.
guards.
Right.
He was fuel, I was fuel. We poured that fuel in the fire and it just blew up. We got to arguing, fussing, and one thing led to another.
Could you bring yourself to
This interview
pull
with
the
this dude is
trigger on your
crazy
own
because
husband?
the
I
way
can't.
he's asking these questions.
I'm not a violent
Because
person.
he violated
First shot.
children, my guy. That's
Yeah,
like, why you
yeah.
asking these
That's why.
dumbass questions?
That's why. Children.
I get it.
Children,
So
I
you
was
had to
like
think about
responsible
it
for.
between those two shots, right?
But they really acting like she's some kind of like criminal
you didn't
mastermind.
think about it.
You see?
Yeah.
The judge made a lot of this issue. He suggested that you were out to intentionally maim and cause long-term pain to your husband.
Yeah, I wanted to kill him.
Is that what you meant to do?
No,
You thought about killing yourself?
I did. I feel I let my family down. I feel I let my families, those kids down. I do.
She feels a lot
I
of
think I
guilt.
just trusted the wrong
Was.
You could definitely
You said
tell,
at the
like,
hearing that you were sorry.
Because she feels like, because
Would
she
you go
probably
so
feels
far as to
responsible.
She feels responsible.
I let this man in this situation,
Right.
in this environment.
right.
I played a
would
part.
apologize
You know,
to him when
unknowingly,
he
she played a
apologized to
part.
those children.
Weems filed
She
for
asked him,
divorce. late
why
last-
would this guy ask him, would you apologize to your husband? I really didn't understand this.
He's a
this
dick,
interview.
yo.
He
People are
apologized to
assholes.
those
So,
children.
like, why? What?
I would apologize to him when he apologized to those children.
That's the
Weems
right
filed
response to
for
that
divorce
answer. Why you
late
asking?
last
Why would he
month.
apologize?
She has
Why
been
would she
cooperating with
apologize to her?
investigators
He's a bad.
who have
he's a
charged
dickhead.
her husband with molesting 4 different children, boys and girls, 9, 10, and 11 years old.
I think about all the children all the time.
And she hopes when she gets out of prison in about 4 years to start a nonprofit to fight child abuse.
And I'm definitely going to make a great
So that's Shantari
Oh my
Weems.
God. How we gonna end it like this?
Oh, we don't have to end it like this. It's not necessarily a bad story. You know what I mean? Because I mean, ultimately, those kids were violated, and she went out there and defended them the best she could.
Yeah, yo. I mean, I wish. Well,
you know,
he should have died. He should be dead. Fuck him. Hang that guy.
I think for a lot of parents, like dropping your kids off at the daycare, I'd imagine in the back of your head is like, yo, you
Thank
trust
God
these
that
people.
was a decision we had to make. Like my wife stopped working to take care of the kids.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
tough.
after we had our first kid together, and the grandparents helped out a lot watching them, and we both kept working. We were able to do that. But once our second kid showed up, it was like, this is a lot to put on grandparents, and if we're gonna pay for daycare, it's gonna be damn near your whole check. And are we really gonna spend that much money to leave our kids with strangers, like people we don't know?
Right.
Like that was a thought. Like that was a conversation we had. So I was like, yo, like,
You don't have to, but if you stay with the kids, you know, obviously I trust you with my kids. You know that your kids, you're going to do what's best for them every step of the way. And I got it. We're not going to be struggling financially. I could take care of all of us.
Right.
And once our second kid was old enough to start school, she started working again. Because I couldn't put my kids in a daycare. Like shit like that. Like you don't hear stories like this too often, but it's enough where it's a concern.
It's a concern, yeah.
You gotta know who you leaving with your kids with.
Absolutely.
Because even family members, some of them you can't trust.
There's a person on Twitter. I think it's a trans person. I don't know though. They could just have a hard face, so let me not say that they are. But they're doing a report on pedophiles and the new cases. And like so over the last like 60 days, they've been doing like, and another person was charged with pedophilia today. Wow. And they just put like what their career was, what their thing was, whatever the public information said, right?
Okay.
Of the last like 30 to 60 days, 30 of the pedophiles were all like pastors.
Oh my God.
2 of them were like teachers, and one was like a regular like person, nondescript like career type shit, right? And her point was that none of them were trans people. You know what I mean? Like none of them were trans, none of them were gay.
They're evil
you know what
people,
I mean?
yo.
So I definitely, I hear you on that. We can end it off. There's a NASA probably, they say that they might have found an alien mothership in an outer.
What?
Pentagon officials.
Like a plane? Like a craft?
Yes. Pentagon officials said in a draft document last week that aliens could be visiting our solar system and releasing smaller probes like missions conducted by NASA when studying other planets.
Time out. What website you reading this off of?
This is FoxNews.com.
This is Fox News.
This is Fox News, yeah.
Pentagon officials suggest alien mothership in space.
Yes.
This is confirmed then. Is this confirmed that aliens are around?
They're saying that.
They don't know what this is?
They don't know what it is.
It's an object.
It's just in the outer. It's really far away right now.
It's a enigma right now that they're keeping an eye on.
So they're checking it out.
This is clickbaity.
Seeing what it is.
Motherfuckers.
But,
how far in our orbit is it? Is it like mad far? Like deep?
Let me see.
Is it close? They studying us? Well, that was always the theory, right? They studying us and they show. My theory was always like this is like the ghetto of space, and like the teenage aliens come here for like their spring break. That's why they're like immature or like inexperienced, where they crash or they like zip in and out. Like they testing us.
You know, Rupert Murdoch left Fox News.
Oh yeah, who's that? One of the big anchors.
That was the guy. That was the owner, Rupert. He's the guy that really was Trump's favorite.
Well, he stepped down. Why he left for?
Well, they had
Trump.
No. He's Fox News. All right, that's not nothing like nice little takeaway. Fox News is being sued $1.6 billion for for the whole election shit. The accusation that it spread lies about 2020 presidential election knowingly, and you know this lawsuit was going through, and a lot of it has to do with during Murdoch's tenure,
them pushing fake news and all that shit
about the January 6th shit. Oh, it wasn't a real election.
Oh shit.
This, that, and the third. So they're getting sued for that. So a lot of that happened under Rupert Murdoch's tenure. So they asked him to
step down.
Get the fuck
out of here. Where's it at?
Fuck out of here, yo. But now there's reports. There's a documentary out where they're saying that the host knew that what they're saying was bullshit. And when they tried to tell their leadership that, this is a lie, I'm not comfortable with it,
push it through,
they were like, nah, say that anyway. Because they were trying to just appease to the base.
They got a certain demo they want to fucking make happy.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was just like, yo, fuck it. We're going to
say low fall on his lap. If they got proof of that in like an email or some shit, like, yo, I don't feel comfortable with today's script. Yo, you doing everything on the script is not changing.
Proof. They snitching.
They snitching. Oh, I made you look. But fuck them. I don't give a fuck about no billionaire. Fuck their problems. Especially when they trying to fuck other people over constantly. Fuck him.
I feel you on that.
Rupert Murdoch. Fuck him.
I feel you on that.
Let him get sued. He still won't do no jail time. He still won't be starving after the lawsuit. They'll settle for like $300 million.
Well, I think the big thing for this is
we're going to become Venezuela.
Look
As
at this
Trump
guy.
lawyers Rudy
Fuck
Giuliani and
Giuliani.
Sidney Powell.
Fuck Giuliani, yo. Since my
Giuliani.
dad used to say that
Voting
shit every
machines after
fucking
Trump
time.
lost
Damn near
in
every time I
2020,
talk to him on the
private
phone.
communications
Fuck Giuliani.
reveal that pro-Trump voices at
I didn't
Fox
understand
News
then.
were calling it
I understand now.
Watching Giuliani, Rupert wrote in an email,
Fuck
really
Giuliani.
crazy stuff and damaging. Sidney Powell is lying, by the way. Tucker Carlson wrote to fellow Fox host Laura Ingraham, I caught her. It's insane. Ingraham responded, Sidney is a complete nut. No one will work
This
with
is all
her.
text
Ditto
messages?
with Rudy. Carlson.
Damn, so
It's
they deep in
unbelievably
the
offensive.
files.
Our viewers
Yeah.
are good people, and they believe
Who's reporting
it.
this?
At the
ABC.
time,
This is
Sidney
ABC.
Powell and Rudy Giuliani were the top lawyers pushing Trump's lies about the
This
election.
media beef.
That whole narrative.
This is
that
big
Sidney
media
was
beef.
We watching
pushing,
media
said
beef
Fox
right now.
host Sean Hannity. I did not believe it
They
for 1
shooting.
second.
So they say after the fact that they didn't really believe on that shit that they were talking about, which I think is criminal.
Get him.
Criminal.
Get him.
You almost had these people burn down the state because you out here putting shit that you didn't really believe.
Propaganda.
Fox
Come on,
knew
dog.
the allegations were false.
Oh.
They continued to broadcast them.
What can you tell us about the interest on the other side of this Dominion software?
Well, obviously, they have invested in
They're
it
lying
for their
on
own
Fox
reasons
News.
and are
Making shit
using
up.
it
You know
to
what I mean?
commit this
Making shit
fraud
up, and I
to
think it's
steal
like-
votes.
They ran
Some
with the
of
fake
Fox did
news
express
from their
doubts
leader.
on air. Fox anchor Neil Cavuto
Which is
even
funny.
cut off a briefing by then White House
How
press
ironic.
Secretary Kelly
All the
McEnany
things that they were saying
for what
about
he
everybody else
suggested
is
was
all the things that they were
spreading
doing. They were
And we
basically just
want
telling
every
themselves.
illegal vote to
Well,
be.
I just
That's the
think we have
biggest
to be
thing of
very
guilt, right?
clear.
You
She's
project your
charging,
guilt.
The other side is welcoming
Say
fraud
again?
and welcoming
You project your
illegal
guilt,
voting.
right?
Unless she
That's
has
usually the
Project your
biggest thing.
guilt, basically.
that up, I can't make comments
Excuse me.
continue
So
showing
sorry
you
you
this.
had to hear
So
that.
I'm happy for Donald Trump is still running for president, and he's not getting the coverage like he was getting.
Yeah, what he
first time.
said? He put out a press conference. Well, he put out like some article saying that he believes he's gonna get arrested. By the time y'all hear this, he's saying by Tuesday he's gonna get arrested for a payment for that Stormy Daniels payment before he got elected as president.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to come after him for that, like some
Yeah,
type
him
of
up for
fucking
that?
blackmail shit.
Okay, so now back to that Fox News alert. Former President Trump saying this morning that he will be arrested on
Yeah, here
Tuesday.
you go.
Trump said that on Truth Social. He said, in fact,
Quote, the far and away leading Republican candidate and former president of
Your
the United
boy,
States of
my
America will be arrested next week. Protests take our nation
Protest.
back.
Now he wants
Legal
people to protest.
Analyst Greg Jarrett is here to react.
They about to have the free Trump shirts.
Break this down for us.
Free Trump shirts.
Well, you know, I wrote a
Free
column
Donald
about
says
need
free
to-
Donald.
Yo, somebody need to copyright that. Yo, we need to go ahead.
Free Trump.
Free Trump.
Yo,
real
get
quick.
that shit. Start put that shit out now.
And I just
By the time anybody hears this, we gotta get that shit
that'd
straight
be a
to
nice
TM.
little lick, yo.
Yeah, TM it.
So I know they ain't got it. They ain't got
TM
it.
it. TM it right now after the episode.
The 7-year-old case in the statute of limitations appears to have elapsed 2 years ago. But the legal theory is something that is not just novel.
Got him. We got him.
We got him. We got him.
That's so fun to say.
Yo, your boy. So Fox News is not pulling out like they used to, and I feel like what they were doing in the South was,
criminal.
I have family members in the South, and then just be like, "Where'd you hear that from?"
Yeah,
Like,
they were
did
just
you-
making shit up.
Did you fact check that? Like,
I heard on TV.
what about the fact check?
I heard on the news.
But when you get it from the news, and the news is supposed to be a trusted source, it's hard to argue with people that feel like this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So get them up out of here, yo. This is, you guys fuck out of here, yo. Come to Conceited
You
Nobody.
think he's gonna get locked up? Well, by the time this is out, it'll be confirmed.
This
Think
supposed to
coming
be
from?
locked up?
Yeah, he says by Tuesday I'm gonna be arrested.
I haven't heard it anywhere else, so no. No, I probably
You think it's
publicity.
Fox News?
Publicity. You know,
They just promoted that his social network, right? Was it truth.com? What is it? Truth Social?
Is that what it was?
Some shit.
Probably,
You
yeah.
don't gotta
'cause
promote it.
If he was getting arrested Tuesday, you don't think like we would hear from other news sources? It wouldn't just be coming from Fox News and him himself.
It won't be coming from him.
Right? Yeah, I'm going to jail Tuesday.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
come on, big dog. We heard this story before.
Fuck outta here, yo.
Come on.
He's just spicing it up. He wants media coverage.
Yeah, he's not getting no media
He's not getting
coverage.
shit.
You know, he doesn't have the same.
When he was
support.
president, every day was a show, bro.
It really was.
He used that press conference as like his monologue.
He's trying hard.
He wants it back. He wants that power. He wants that attention.
He can't get nothing. He's not getting no sticks. He's been running for the last few months. Have you heard anything about Trump?
Negative.
Right? So, I don't even think his supporters are getting shit. So, I'm good on that
I'd
side.
be fed up. Yeah, we could wrap this up.
Yeah, give him that booty.
Trump, get him the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here, yo.
All that shit. Tell him we send them.
Trump supporters gonna be mad though.
We gonna get the free Trump shirts, and we gonna make money off of y'all dumbasses.
Free Trump. You know who
I
gonna
never
get.
vote. If I voted, it'd be Tiana Trump now. I fuck that whole line up, and I drop my fucking shit.
Yeah, they still booing you.
Now they booing me, right? Transition. That's a long button, yo. Let me. All right, good.
Yo, we gonna get out of here with you guys. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
It's Conceitednobodi.
Cheer.
Um,
Happy St. Patty's Day. Happy Easter soon coming up. Happy first day of spring.
Check that light bill. You know what I mean? Go
Fuck
get
Con
them
Ed.
coins. Nah. We don't want to kind of cut my power off
Early, right before you transition.
Chill.
You gotta transition first.
Pay that Con Ed bill, but get a good rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck them.
We don't want no beef with no Con Ed, yo.
What we
Fuck
doing?
around.
We out of here with La Lupe, right?
La Lupe. Yo, yeah.
Shout out to La Lupe.
Yo, big shout out to La Lupe. Let me give her a proper introduction. If you guys don't know, La Lupe is, I'm going to go ahead and just read her Wikipedia here.
I feel like I've heard of her, but I'm not really familiar.
La Lupe is a Cuban artist. She's born in Cuba. Really gets her shine in the Bronx. She's born in the San Pedrito in Santiago de Cuba. So, in the barrio. Her father was a local Bacardi distillery. Oh, father was a local at the Bacardi distillery. Look at that. A major influence in her early life. So she leaves there. She gets thrown out of Cuba for whatever reason. Go look it up if you want to find out. And then gets exiled to Mexico, where she meets Celia Cruz. Celia Cruz.
Azúcar!
She's trying to get plugged in. Celia Cruz says, yo, take your ass to New York City, right, and talk to Mango Santa Maria.
Oh, she linked them up.
Yo, Mango Santa Maria was another Cuban artist in New York City doing his thing, right? Ramon Santa Maria Rodriguez, right? And he's a Congo drummer. So she plugged in with him and starts putting out music.
Yeah. Oh, so she's known for music.
Yeah, she's an artist. They say she's a Latin soul queen.
Wow.
Right, so that's the title that they.
What era is this? Is the 60s, right? You said?
Yeah, she's born 1936. She died 1992. She really has her time between 58 and 92. And Latin artists, I was talking to my partner and she was just highlighting how Latin women artists don't get the notoriety.
No recognition.
Yeah, for the work that they put in. So I used our trusty assistant to go and find something.
It is Women's Month.
Yeah,
right?
we still in March.
Let's shout them out.
Shout out to the women here. And I got a couple more for you, so stay tuned in.
Yeah, shout out Juicy Fruit too.
For another Latin woman artist here that's gonna blow your mind. But
holla.
I got a couple lined up. This is Lupe Victoria Yoli Ramon, better known as
Drop
La
that
Lupe.
shit.
Okay, the Latin soul queen. This is Puro Teatro. What's this song about?
Puro Teatro. Full theater?
For the theater. Let's see. Let me get some. And this is like an oldie too. So some of y'all gonna know this. Some of y'all gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But it's Conceitednobodi.
Cheer.
La Lupe.
Oh, you got the lyrics?
Just like on stage, you fake your. Just like on stage, you fake your cheap pain. Your drama is not necessary. I already know that theater.
Oh shit! It's a gangster shit, yo.
Lying that role looks good on you. After all, it seems that this is your way of being. I blindly trusted the fever of your kisses. You lied serenely and the curtain fell for that. Theater, yours is pure theater.
That's it. Hold on. Theater, yeah.
Falsehood, well rehearsed.
That's the falsehood right there.
There you go. Studied. That's a big word. It was your best performance. Breaking my heart.
Hey, you really made me cry.
Today you really cried for me. I remember your drill. Sorry, I don't believe you. It seems to me that this is theater. Yeah, she's talking that shit, yo.
Like, fuck you, motherfucker.
Fuck out of here, yo.
Save your fucking tears, boy. I seen this movie before.
Damn.
Shout out to La Lupe.
Shout out to La Lupe.
Thanks for hanging out.
Conceitednobodi.
Karaoke and breaking down lyrics in other fucking languages.
You get it first. Shout out to India.
Shout out to India. Peace.
Yo, it's your boy Rick Bell, and when I want to hear some real shit, I listen to Conceitednobodi. They keep it 100.
Oh yeah.
Couple of nobodies you should fucking listen to.
I just caught the 40, I might let it bang on them. I might rip my heart, I pour out all my pain on them. I might wanna shine, cop a couple chains on them. I might wanna stun and pull up